Hello, and welcome to the Rag Company's Q&A Thursday.
Wow.
As always, I'm your host, Dane Hennon, and to my right, Levi Gates.
Hey, Dane, thanks for having me.
Wonderful. And to my left, Anthony Fisher.
Dane, thanks for having me as well.
Of course. I wouldn't do it any other way, guys. So, let's do a little housekeeping. What's going on? What's new in the world of the Rag Company before we get to the questions?
Well, Dane, thanks for asking, because there's quite a bit of housekeeping that we have to take care of today.
Couple things.
Couple things. All right, so first and foremost, I want to get this out here. I'm going to be talking about this again once we build a little bit of a greater audience, but I just want to get started with it, throw the information out there.
Yeah.
So a couple months ago, one of our grand ambassadors from Q1, Dabbler Details. You guys have all heard of him, right?
Yeah,
A lot of great design work, a lot of great grand ambassador work that he's made over the last several months. So he did a giveaway several months ago, one of his Dabbler Details giveaways, where it went to support the Barstool Fund, being able to help small businesses affected by COVID, right? And basically how this worked is he created this website, a very legit website where you could buy a ticket on this website, and all of the proceeds, all of the profit from this was able to go to this foundation to be able to help businesses, right? It's really, really cool. And so he was able to raise a lot of money for a really, really good cause, but people were buying not just a ticket, but a chance to win a huge giveaway prize.
Yeah, really big prize.
Which brings me into another giveaway happening right now.
What?
Ooh.
Yes.
Another one.
The full gloss giveaway. Look at this.
I
Look
love
at
this.
the
He's
job
outdone
he did.
himself with the
This
Full
is
Metal
a great
Jacket
one. I like
reference.
that.
That's
Born to Gloss.
awesome.
I mean,
Viper
absolutely
Chairs,
amazing.
G-Technic, Rag Company, Beads, Spotless, and O'Burke.
So
Such a deal.
Matt reached out to many of our existing friends here at the Rag Company, as well as some really big hitters within the detailing industry, to put together another insanely big prize.
Wow.
And
Look
so
at that.
look at this. Look at this list.
Full
It goes
G-Technic line,
on and
Rag
on.
Company,
Rag
Beads,
Company towels. What else do we got
Spotless
inside
Water
there?
Systems, O'Burke. Wow. Amazing.
So there's literally going to be
That's a lot.
there's going to be a CR
It's a good
Spotless
kit,
built
yeah.
into this.
Well, not a
and-
CR Spotless, a Spotless.
or a Spotless system. Well, no, it that is Spotless.
Is that what it is?
That's what it
Okay,
is.
from
It
CR
is Spotless. Yeah, it's
right.
just that's the branding that they're currently
got it.
using. But O'Burke's in here, Viper Chairs. So basically, the grand prize of this is absolutely insane. And there's actually even another secret that I cannot reveal, right? But let's just say it even gets crazier than that. And so you can head to dabblerdetails.com/giveaway right now and enter. It's $6.95, I believe, is the cost for a ticket. There is no limit to how many tickets you buy, and that the winner is going to be announced, I believe, August, somewhere beginning
And
of
all
August.
the
August
proceeds
1st.
go to Home for Troops.
Yeah, it's amazing, man. And so he went out of his way, made this
For our
graphic,
troops.
made
That's
everything,
really cool.
and I mean, what would you be most excited about to win? I'm thinking the Spotless system for me.
Yeah.
Well, I have one, but I do, but I don't.
You get a Viper
Viper
chair.
chair.
Yeah.
What else, man?
Well,
G-Technic
you get,
coatings.
and you get the beads. You get the
racks?
beads racks.
Yeah.
Those are really cool. Like all that stuff. I mean, that's just a great
Honestly,
setup.
it's a whole list.
Dane,
right?
Dane,
what would
set up your
what would
garage.
you want out of that list?
I mean, out of those, I would probably make the most use of a Spotless system before anything else. That would save me from myself in a lot of situations.
Dean, you still have to wash the car, though.
Correct, but I'd be more inclined to do it if I was Spotless.
Dean, I
it's
don't believe
an
that,
addition.
because
I
you would
see.
still spray it, and you'd say, well, the water kind of moves some stuff around. I'm just going to go back inside now.
Watch me
It's
combine
spot-free. I don't need to
that
dry it.
Spotless system with some really great snow foam that just pulls the stuff off. My work here is done.
No, Dane, it is, you have to
Dane's like, I
agitate.
created my own touch-free system.
Oh,
Touch-free.
my gosh.
Is for me. All right.
It used to be, right?
It still is.
Okay. So, anyways, we think Matt's awesome. He's done such an amazing job and put in so much work into this, being able to reach out and kind of connect with the community, create more opportunities like this to raise money for a good cause. And I want people to get involved. We're going to be reminding you over the course of this next month here to still enter this giveaway. There's still plenty of time, but don't wait till the last minute, right? Buy a couple tickets now. Don't tell your wife. Buy a couple more tickets in a little while. Also, don't tell your wife, and keep buying more and more tickets until eventually she said, "Did we get paid this month?" And you said, "Yes, we got paid in the best way possible, in the way of giving back." and possibly
Tickets
winning
to
a lot of
win.
detailing product, right?
I don't think
Tickets.
that's responsible, but it sure
is.
is fun.
It is. So that's one of the major housekeeping things. Again, we're going to remind you. I want to give a shout out to Matt and everybody else that's helping make this possible. So go and enter. Please do. Let us know if you've entered while you're watching this Q&A right now.
Yeah, that's cool, too.
It will make sure to give you a clap, right? If you see that you've entered, I'll clap for you. Seriously. It might be off time, but I'm still going to clap for you.
How coordinated.
Another big thing, right?
Yeah.
So Levi was so kind to bring into work today a cologne sample kit, a scent sampler
I should have grabbed
kit.
that and put it on the table here for everybody.
Where is it?
It's sitting on my desk.
You have to go get it, Levi.
Well, then I have to get out of here to go do that.
I think
it
we got
seems
an
like
extra
Glenn
set
is
of
going to go
hands to
grab
go
it
grab
for
Have
us.
Glenn grab it.
But you brought something in today that actually brought me a lot of happiness.
I know it did. I know.
And I want to talk
You
about
all
the
know,
donuts?
you all know Anthony's a scent hound, right?
I am.
He is.
So I ordered this courtesy of my friends, The Beard Struggle. Use the code Levi15 for 15% off your own cologne sampler kit.
Is that your plug?
And that's my plug. Sorry.
Do you get like a kickback
I do.
on that?
I get a commission on these sales. So please go to The Beard
isn't even a
Struggle.
rag company,
What did
guys.
that
It's
be?
just his own thing.
Open and honest.
Send me a little
So,
money. That'd be nice.
Taking a look at
All
the
right.
sample kit. So what
That
do we
is
got here,
quite
Levi?
nice.
So this is a 6-piece. Literally, it's cologne oil. So these are the oils that they use to scent the products that they carry.
Correct.
So they distilled these out. They put these in those little bottles for folks to use. Basically, it's cologne. It lasts a lot longer. So we've got 6 different scents here.
Yeah.
There's Vanier's Wisdom, Aesir's. Hold on, I can't read
I was
it.
to say, move it a little
Aesir's
back there.
Triumph, Asgardian Secret, Valhalla's Gates, Viking Storm, and Alfheim's Forests. And Anthony right now has got the Alfheim's Forest, his favorite scent.
It is.
Going for
So
it.
I think that this is a very, very woodsy fragrance.
But what's fun is like some of our newer employees didn't know that Anthony is such a scent hound, that he has a nose for this stuff. So
I mean, all
it was
hounds are
fun
scent
for
hounds, if
it
you
was
think about it.
fun for Anthony to take those. You were giving us a full panel based
Breakdown.
on what you were smelling on the tops, the mids, and the lows.
Yeah.
And you were able to go through just sniffing, checking. And honestly, I read the description on a lot of them, and you were pretty much right on the money with a lot
Levi,
of them. So-
what I like what they did here on this sampler kit, right? This cologne oil sampler kit, is that they were basically included all the variety you could ever want, right?
Yeah.
So you have a lot of citrus. You have a couple citrus-based scents. You have some vanilla-based scents. Patchouli, right? There's a very strong patchouli scent in there. So
When there's patchouli, you can't miss it.
yeah, you can't miss it, right? And so for there seems to be something for everybody in here. And so I wasn't really on board with the beard struggle. Obviously, I don't have a beard, and I don't really need a reason to buy from them. But seeing this and smelling this, I said, hey, that smells pretty damn good.
Yep.
So
The sampler kits go fast, so you've got to jump on them when you do. You sign up at thebeardstruggle.com, and they'll make sure you know when that stuff comes out. But they also have a oil sample kit. So your beard oil, in case you're wondering, people always have to figure out which one. Maybe they don't want this certain scent or that. You can get a small sample set similar to that where you can check your scents and see what you like.
And fun fact,
You know?
Levi, this Viking Storm one right here, right? This is a replica of Creed Aventus is what this is,
Yeah,
right?
it's very
which is
nice.
a very popular scent and very expensive.
Well,
And
what I
so-
like is it's got the little ball on it, so you can
roll
wipe
it
some
over.
on.
So what you guys don't know is that during our travels, we like to carry Dane is
I'm
looking at
mostly
us.
just like, there's detailing questions.
No,
and we're
Dane,
like
but
10
this
minutes
Dane.
into
This
this.
is the real deal stuff.
Dane, this is
We're
real
in
deal stuff.
housekeeping right now.
Sometimes when we're traveling, right, Levi
Yeah.
brings a little thing of cologne. It's a dry rub, right? And so he says,
do.
hey, Anthony,
Need a
after a
hit.
long day of detailing outside, we're in California, we're in Florida, you need a hit, right?
Yeah.
I usually grab a little bit of that, kind of put
Yeah.
on me a little bit of cremo.
Freshens you up.
Right, kind of freshens me up. Now we have something that we can take on the road with us.
I'm very excited about this because not only will we have something on the road, but we'll be able to sample.
Yeah.
Maybe one day we feel like Viking Storm. Perhaps the next day we feel like Valhalla's Gates. You know, it's going to be really great for us.
I don't know if I ever
on
want
the
to feel
road.
like
So-
a cape, but
Oh,
you do you.
man. that
But
is
so you
too
guys
funny.
can pick up your own at thebeardstruggle.com. Use the code Levi15. Get your own
right.
set up right
Okay,
there.
so really quick.
Kirby
there's-
Thompson.
Wait, no, hold on.
Beardstruggle.com.
Oh, it is
Go
it
to
is the
Kiss.
Beardstruggle. So one more thing. I actually have to talk about something we
This is
sell
the real
here.
deal. This is the real one.
The real deal. So
Thank
I didn't
you.
expect that to go that long.
Thank
I'm
you.
sorry. Okay, so if you guys are part of the newsletter, if you guys have been watching out on the Rag Company YouTube channel, then you'll know something new launched this week. So this right here, my friends, and I actually say this in the video, is the new Pearl Puck applicator. So this was a collaboration with both the Rag Company and Autofiber. I know this is absolutely crazy. And
We've been working on it for almost the last year. It's been a year.
Well, some people hear two competitors going
they're
head
like,
to head.
wait, what?
They
Why?
created something together.
What? I thought you guys hated each other.
Because it turns out you both bring something to the table.
Yeah.
Levi, why does this applicator work? Explain
So
it.
here's the deal. The other applicators with my hands don't always work as well.
Like the
they work
rectangular
fine.
ones.
They work. But my hands, that's the problem. My crippled, old, arthritic, long-fingered hands.
You're in your 40s.
It gets, if you're doing coatings every single day or you're doing it professionally and it's a business, you're not going to notice this as well. Your hands start to cramp up. And if you use the smaller applicators, your hands have a little, they don't like being put in this position. So I'm trying to find ways to relax our hands so that we're not actually having to use them for as much stuff. So these guys are great. Why? Because you can literally palm them. You don't have to use any tension or pressure to squeeze onto the pad. You can literally let it rest and you can wipe and apply your coating. But here's the big thing. Autofiber has created the barrier, the vapor and liquid barrier that is on their
Plastic barrier
applicators.
thingy.
It is literally a patent pending product that they have created and developed.
Their thing.
And it's theirs. So something that we really want to be able to utilize and be able to help our customers is something we haven't been, they've got the patent on it. So next best thing, collab with our buddy Ian at Autofiber. Here's the thing. All of Ian's applicators, he doesn't use pearl weave material. We love the pearl applicators. One of our favorites. Great. It's a perfect product because it's super tight knit weave and ability to level all types of coatings very easily and very effectively. And so we thought, why not combine the two? Combine the pearl weave with the barrier thingy that Anthony so lovingly calls
Plastic barrier thingy.
But it's a plastic barrier that's inside here.
Yeah.
And create an ergonomic pad in which to apply your coatings, tire dressings, waxes, sealants, the whole nine. This is it, the Pearl Puck. And as you see, it's got that little outer stitch right here on this part. It's only, a quarter of it. That is like a baseball, seam of the ball. Tells you where you need to go. Registers your hand as to where you want to do, but it also allows a little extra grip for when you need it.
So you're going to throw a curveball today?
Yeah,
What are you
slider.
thinking? Slider. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Very
More
cool.
of a submarine
Or
myself.
a knuckleball. How about that? Dropped last second. Can't figure it out.
Oh, I like that. But yeah, very cool. We've had a lot of fun with this product, and we used it to coat actually Jeff's boat, and it was a much easier process.
It was.
Having this applicator versus the applicator that came in the box. I'm like, thank God we have
Well, and that's
these.
the other thing is a lot of people, I heard, and I saw this on the video, the other day, a lot of people saying, I still like the little block with the suedes and because I can throw them away and all that. And that's totally fine.
You can still do
But you
that.
got to remember, I can't hold those blocks anymore with the suede. I now have to
And you
try
may
and-
not
it's just,
be able to either down the road.
And down the road you might not. So you got to find those options. You've got to figure out what actually will work for
It's
future.
nice to know it exists.
And you got to think, you're coating a boat. We coated that boat. It was a lot of work.
Yeah.
It was a lot of coating job. And so for those that are coating larger vehicles, larger watercraft and RVs, these are perfect because they fit in your hand. And for the everyman, every gal, the detailer that just wants to maybe save their hands, give themselves a little bit of comfort, that's what that does. So you can pick up the Pearl today in a 4-pack. And they're pretty amazing. They're great. And look, hey, there's a shot of the vapor barrier thingy.
there you
So
go.
this is the plastic barrier thingy here. We actually cut one of these things open here, so I wish we could look at what
As soon as they shift the camera from
inside of
me
this
to-
looks
there
like.
you go.
So here we go. We have one side here, which is actually the pearl material. Then flipping it over, we have the plastic barrier thingy material, right?
Yeah.
And it's definitely on there, man. It's definitely cool. So it's kind of fused into the towel. Here's a good look at the sponge that was used. So this basically prevents the coating from
absorbing into the
absorbing
sponge.
into the sponge. It keeps it onto the actual face of the microfiber applicator, saving you more product and putting less into the applicator and more on the car. Hopefully.
But yeah, you guys pick them up today. They're on the site. Super excited to have those out and about, ready to rock and roll.
I keep getting hits of
I
that.
know, right? It's good. It's good.
Wow, that is.
I was going to talk about something else that I totally. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Remember when I told you guys on the podcast on Monday that I saw a meteor?
Yes.
I actually sent that video because someone posted it on Instagram.
Levi, there is no video of this meteor. Levi, there is no video.
Eagle, Idaho.
Levi,
I actually went
me
back and checked my text messages. 10:52 p.m. on July 3rd, I texted my wife and said, I just saw a meteor.
No, but Levi, it was probably a firework.
That's what I thought too, Anthony.
Probably just a normal firework. Nope. It's not that big of a deal. It
was a meteor. Point is, I found the video. Someone in Eagle, Idaho took a same shot, same time, same date of it cruising over their head. And I sent it to Nick. Here we go.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
No
way. Yeah. That is exactly what I saw. Only difference, it was directly crossing the roof of my house.
That is super cool that it's passing through those clouds like
now,
that.
What's even better is this is probably 15, 17 miles away from my house.
10:52 p.m.
17 miles away from my house.
That's really cool.
That is traveling east. That direction of travel. And I am on the east end, 17 miles farther down.
Yeah.
So it was directly over my house. It was amazing. So really cool to see. So I'd share it with you guys.
Your one shot to go get superpowers and you let it slip.
I know, but I was so shocked. That's how fast it happened.
Or it could have wound up like the beginning of Men in Black. You never know.
That would have been a lot cooler too. So
you don't want to be worn as a suit. That's not cool.
Give me some sugar water. So honestly, anyway, that was it, guys. I wanted to show you guys.
It's a Joe Dirt meteor.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Eating fries off of the meteor.
So I understand there are many of you who are regulars here. You enjoy this stuff. We enjoy this stuff. But for those of you who are new, yes, for the first 10 minutes or so, we kind of, we got to build the audience.
We got to wait for people to catch on
and get people in here. And then we jump into the comments. But before we do that, I got one more thing to add, which is tomorrow we're releasing a video on the channel about 9 a.m. our time, Mountain Time, that shows you and Ian actually here in the product showcase area talking about the advent of the Pearl Puck. So if you're curious about that, if you want to know more about it, more than we already told you
Maybe you don't believe us.
Yeah, you can hear it from Ian
Maybe
himself.
You're like, I think you guys are just pretending.
We'll drop that video tomorrow about 9 a.m. MST. So look out for that. And that's it. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe already. Come on, guys. What are you waiting for? All right, moving on.
All right, today, ladies and gentlemen, it is Friday Eve. It is Q&A Thursday. It is time to answer some questions. Ryan E., I am polishing my 2006 Honda Civic. The hood has crow's feet on it. Polishing made them more visible. Is gloss coat a protection option? Would you suggest something else? What is the rest of his questions? Any ideas on removing or reducing the white polish that seems to be trapped in the crow's feet? Thanks for your insights. And FYI, I'm using the last cut for this project. Good choice. Anthony and I did this a couple years ago. Went and got a hood from the junkyard for my little red Sonoma at the time. Had a ton of crow's feet on it.
It did. It's bad, yeah.
So I sanded it with 3000 grit. Used last cut, cut it, then used a ton of paint prep to remove as much of the white particles and a couple detail factory brushes.
It's basically a wash with paint
literally
prep.
To try and remove as much of that compound out of those crow's feet as possible. But then here's what we did. We used Optimum Clear Coat Restorer over the top of it to seal those crow's feet.
Yes, we did.
And it worked. It held up really well. It looked really good. I was able to lightly wet sand it again a couple days later and compound and polish it all out and coat it and make it look like $1 million. But
you also go into it understanding
it's a lot of work.
Those crow's feet aren't necessarily just going to disappear.
Correct. Now, you could use gloss coat over those crow's feet. Just know that you're still going to have crow's feet. What we did was we buried it in Wipe On Clear Coat. So we added clear to it and covered them. So the hood was smooth and didn't have those bumps. You could put gloss, you could polish it, gloss coat it, you're going to feel those ridges. Yep. So just be aware of that. But yeah, you're doing everything right. Biggest thing, lots and lots of panel wipe or paint prep to remove all of that compound out. So
Okay.
Ryan E. Oh, sorry.
Aussie Bear time.
What a delicious gummy bear you drew on my poster. Anthony, did you let Dane and Levi try them before they harden? Ozzy, I'm going to tell you right now, I abhor gummy things. Oh. I do not approve of them. I think they are an abomination to the term of candy, and that is not something that I would ever ruin my palate with. Okay. Dane, did you get to try those?
I love gummies. Like, I'm not I don't eat ice cream hardly ever. Sugar things aren't something that factors in. But if I get something, I'm interested in Sour Patch Kids and gummies and stuff like that. More so than other kind of treats. So yes, I am in.
But did you get to have those gummy bears?
He gave me like one.
Well, that was nice. Yeah, that was nice of you to share.
And
didn't you have about 500 or 600 gummy bears?
Oh, there's a lot of it.
You gave Dane one?
So I've left the whole package open, hoping that they harden, but they are hardening at a very slow pace.
He actually put it outside in the sun to really accelerate the process.
We're like complete opposites. They're extremely nice gummies that he got you.
No, they're too squishy.
You're waiting for them to turn hard.
My favorite though was I walked in the other day. Anthony had them sitting outside. I was like, "Why are you putting them outside?" He goes, "We need 3 minutes of sunlight on these gummies." And he sat out there, had his phone and set a timer, and then would stop, shake it up, put it back out, so it was in direct. He said something like the UV. Then when it came out, he goes, perfect. Then walked in, placed it in front of the shop fan. Mm-hmm. If you wondered why it smelled like gummy bears in here, had to cool them down, but also dry them out.
Yeah.
He said it's like a dehydration process. And the next thing,
it's like he's making jerky.
The next thing, he had them. I said, "Where'd those gummies go?" He goes, "I've got them in my drawer." You open up the drawer in his desk, cedar lined, to pull all the liquid out of that.
We want to give it a nice woodsy smell.
I was like, "Where'd you get all that cedar?" He goes, "Home Depot. They got these little kits for $24. Pick it up. You can do your wall. It's a 2 foot by 2 foot section. You just cut them up and laid them in there."
Note to self.
Truly
Anthony's
amazing.
insane.
Like Anthony,
that's
in his
kind of
dehydration
awesome.
process of these gummies.
Okay.
It is.
I didn't want to do a human work.
Notch.
So I didn't want to do the opposite of that, right?
Yeah.
One last thing to add to this for those that are curious. Yes, a poster that we drew on. That is a thing we do. If you buy a poster.
Well, it's not a poster. It's a banner.
It's a banner.
Rag Company banner.
If you buy a Rag Company banner and you ask in the comments, "Hey, can you get the guys to sign it?" We'll sign it. Or, draw something rudimentary.
Yeah.
So throwing that out there in case you're wanting to do the same for your shop. All right, moving along. William Quintana.
How long do I have to wait before applying Optimum Car Wax on top of Optimum Gloss Coat? Oh, sorry. William, you don't have to wait. A couple weeks, really, tops. Alex Duar, happy Friday Eve, TRC family. Hope you're doing well. That new coating puck look amazing. Great to see you two companies come together. Thanks, nice, man. Right? We appreciate it.
Then we got Troy here.
Happy Friday from Down Under, guys. Is Power Clean the same, diluted in the 17 ounce as the 1 gallon? Yes. So 17 ounce is straight. Yeah. Same as the 1 gallon. So you can dilute the 17 ounce as well.
It's strong stuff.
Troy says, I know that the 17 is ready to use, but so is the 1 gallon if you don't dilute it. So I'm asking, is a 17 ounce a 1 to 3 or 1 to 10? It is not diluted.
That's even the 17
it is concentrate. The 17 is concentrate.
It's concentrate.
So some people get that ready to use.
And they're just like,
spray and say, wow, this stuff is amazing. I'm like, yes.
So good.
Yeah,
a
little
melt things
It
off.
says right on the bottle, I think, concentrated.
Yeah. So Grant Hawtrey says, morning TRC champs, if Mike Phillips has the scuff and buff technique, what do you call it when a customer does it to a 2-year-old Golf R? Scuff and fudge. Yummy.
Okay, Grant.
That's not fun, man. That's a bummer.
Yikes. Oh, Peter
saying happy Friday Eve.
Oh, Aussie Bear back again to report on his Karcher Cube.
Biscuit Liquor just popped my second Karcher 1700 Cube. You guys are having problems with those.
Yeah,
almost feels like it's time to purchase a Sunjoe 2030.
I don't think it is.
I'm starting to see a trend.
With the Karcher exchange process, Makes it really easy just to keep those things coming.
How many times can you exchange it though before
I have no idea.
You have to put it in your wife's name next.
I mean, technically, each one that is exchanged for another one that becomes a new
I
one.
want to
you can
know
then
what's
exchange,
going
right?
wrong with them, though. I want to open it up and I want to see
that's a good
when
idea.
mine fails.
Did you
I
get
just
to
want to see
keep
what
it,
happened.
or did you have to mail it back to him?
No, I got to keep my last one.
You have to
But
tear
then
it
I just
open.
it was a brick.
Yeah.
I just tossed it
I mean, it's literally a
it was a
cube.
power issue.
So
like it literally just wouldn't turn on.
So Aussie Bear, when you get it, you're gonna have to do a deep dive, figure out what's up.
Get an autopsy.
Watch,
on
it's
that
probably
thing.
just a fuse that's popped on
an
him.
autopsy?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jay
straight up.
Cormier, happy Friday, guys. I'm new to polishing and wanted to know what pad combination would you recommend to use with Optimum Hyper Polish. Depending on the polisher that you have, honestly, the orange and green flat foams or CCS Lake Country pads are the best to use.
Yeah.
With
You know what I also
Hyper
really like? I think the waffle pads are really nice. They're really smooth.
the orange waffles
but
and black waffles.
The problem with the waffles is that the delamination issue on the longer throw machines is just tougher, and so that's why you have to use it on a shorter throw. So like no longer than like a 12 millimeter throw. So if you had like a Duetto with a waffle pad on it, right? That'd be pretty nice.
Yeah.
How many people have a Duetto?
Yeah, right?
Do you have
It's
a
good.
Duetto?
I don't.
I don't have a Duetto either. Dane, do you have a Duetto?
Really? You're going to ask me that?
Well, you have odd things.
I do have odd things. I just don't necessarily have odd things that are
Okay.
going to help
All
me
right. Fair
in the
enough.
finish of my cars.
Yeah.
Ricky Colon saying, Hola, TRC family. Feliz Viernes. Anxiously waiting for the UPS dude to drop off some new KCX goodies. Nice,
sounds
man.
nice.
Enjoy that. Jay also asking, which compound would you recommend between the Last Cut and Hyper Compound? I would recommend Last Cut all day long.
Yeah.
Don't worry about Hyper Compound.
Hyper Polish, though, is great.
Yep. Will, 1955. Happy Friday Eve, everybody. Is there a quicker way? Gosh dang it. Keep yawning.
It's not a
Quicker way
reflection
to
of your
know
question. It's a
Of to
valid, good
dress
question.
complicated black grill designs. I tried an aerosol dressing, but wasn't too happy with the results in the overspray. You're going to kind of have that, man. That's just how it's going to be. If it's a textured grill, I recommend an aerosol dressing. If it is a painted grill, it's going to be a little harder. You're going to need to do more to it to try and remove that. But you also got to understand that you can't keep it perfect. It's just not going to it's going to be, unless you're willing to put in the time to dig through and Q-tip and wipe out.
Well, if you just got like a
Those.
detail factory brush, a little bit of dressing,
You could do that too
and
if
you
it's
just
textured
Bob Ross
plastic.
it.
But you got to remember, if it's painted plastic and you're hoping to have it nice and shiny and clean,
Yeah,
it's going to be hard to do.
Q-tips?
You know, you could do. That's what I mean. If you're willing to sit down, Dane.
But not many
crisscross-
people
Let's just say
are.
your black gloss grill that is going to go in the Jag.
Yeah.
Are you going to crisscross applesauce, sit there with a
Yes,
Q-tip,
he would. He
and
would.
bead
I am
baker
the
it?
crazy person who would do that.
We literally saw him sand his wheels.
We did see him do that. He said he
for
spent
1 week, 70
for
hours.
72 hours.
72 hours. He sanded his wheels with sandpaper as
and,
well
and
as
steel wool.
in steel wool.
And
So
wire
it doesn't
brushes.
matter what vehicle it was on.
I was going to
but-
say, on that mystery vehicle. That
Yeah,
nobody
but
knows
he
what it
did
is.
sand. He did sand for quite some time.
Yes. And that'll all be unfolding in the
So-
series when it comes out.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you've got the time, that's really all you can do. Sorry, man.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. And Butro saying hello. Fun in the Sun saying hello from Newport Beach.
Hey.
Thank you. Future Prison. Happy Friday, Friday Eve TRC. I have today, so I get to be back for the live show.
Nice.
It's already a good day. Welcome back, Cooper
Welcome
Prison.
back.
I'm so excited to have you, man. Adam
Future
Hancock.
prison. He's alive.
Yeah. What's up,
That's good to
guys?
see.
Happy Friday Eve.
Same to you, Adam.
Thank you, man. Greg Lester, I'm a mobile detailer and I want to do ceramic coatings, but I'm not sure on how long to leave it on, the flash point, before wiping it off.
Differs from coating
Each
to
product
coating.
is different. Go back and watch our gloss coat video
That's
with
a good place
Ivan.
to start. Yeah.
Yeah, start with that one. Watch the gloss coat video with Ivan in the white room with the Cobra. You will be able to see what we're talking about.
You could do-
Once you have that basic idea, you could watch the legend video as well and see how to remove it. You could also watch
Soul.
any of our videos, and you could watch the live Soul installation. And
Yeah.
Soul is probably the first one I would start with because
I would
it's
recommend
so
that the comfort
simple,
level-
so easy.
Yeah.
Yes, it's expensive, but you're going to be able to do 4 or 5 cars with that product. It's a 1-year coating, and it's something that I would recommend you do both your personal cars with or if you own 2 or 3 cars, do that first. Get the ideas behind it, or do your
If you're
mom's
new at
car, or
this,
your dad's car, or
definitely.
your mother-in-law's, or whatever. Practice. But do Soul. Soul's very simple. Watch our live Q&A about it. It's amazing. It's very simple, very easy to put on, and it stays wet for so long that you're not going to make a mistake. But usually, proper temperature, not high humidity, low temperature, you should be able to put it on, and within about a minute, take it off.
Yeah.
On just about every one. Now, you'll see it. Once you start applying it more, you'll watch, and you'll be able to see the oil slick or the pulling of certain coatings. They pull, or they start to turn into different stuff.
Syrupy.
You'll see it. You can start to see it, but you have to start putting in the effort and the time. So I would recommend picking up a bottle of Soul and playing on some cars.
Yeah.
Jamie the Cleaner, hello, TRC and Chat Pals. Jamie, what's up, man?
Hey. Oh.
First, Gabe Garcia. Happy Friday Eve, gents.
What's he doing?
Dude,
Is he on a
just go-
bicycle?
He's out,
now?
he's out riding a bike.
You're on a trip. Go,
Gabe
go do
Garcia,
your
what are you
thing.
doing on a bicycle?
Gabe's up north currently with a
enjoy
bunch
yourself.
of
Don't bother
family,
with
doing
this.
a little family reunion this week
In Canada?
up in northern Canada.
Yeah.
Way up north. They're
I didn't know he was
apparently
I didn't know he was Canadian.
his in-laws and him decided to come up with they said something about looking for the Northwest Passage.
Wow.
I thought, that's kind of one of those things that I probably wouldn't do during the week
Yeah.
of a family reunion, especially because there could be a potential loss of life.
Yeah.
But Jake's with them, and Jake said,
Expert.
I think we could do
navigator.
this. Gabe
Yeah.
and I could really make sure we find the true Northwest Passage. So
Yeah, anything
I
goes
just
with
said, okay. So hopefully, I'm surprised he's got internet service that far north.
I like to think that they're trying to escape the heat that's currently.
That's literally
inflicting
what
the
I think they
Pacific
were trying to do.
Northwest.
So
Yeah, having a place that's not in the triple digits for the last 3 weeks would be awesome.
yeah, but no, Gabe's up in Coeur d'Alene visiting family. They're
Oh.
having a great little time.
Probably pretty hot
Enjoyed
up there
himself,
too.
but yeah.
Here's
Kirby Thompson, afternoon. What's up, man? How are you?
Hey,
And then Umberto saying hello. Sabrina M saying hi, guys.
Hi.
Hey, Sabrina, how's it going? Lucky, yes, I know it's almost the weekend when the guys are on. Thanks,
you're
man.
close.
I always loved that too. That was what I used to do. Dabbler saying, yo. Cameron says, wife still hasn't had our baby yet.
Yeah.
She's not happy about it. Wish me luck. So Cameron and Callie were here earlier on Monday. We were hoping that baby was going to pop out. It's now been 4 days since Monday, and not yet. So hopefully you guys get going. So Dabbler Details saying so many prizes, all for charity. Thanks, guys. You really are the best. Thank you, man, for hosting that. Aaron's, haha, Born to Gloss, Full Metal Jacket reference. You're right. Umberto says, Cameron, I wish everything goes well. Jamie Pate, happy Friday Eve, fellas. Quick question.
Ooh.
Dane, I need you to go back and put
Let
that
me
on there.
Hold that up here. There you go.
Quick question. Would a 15-degree nozzle be too strong to use on the wheels, tires, and fender wells? I have an AR Blue Clean 1900 PSI electric pressure washer. Also, curious if you guys have thoughts around the variety of nozzle angles and their uses. Currently using a 25 as an all-around and the turbo on plastic bed liners and fender wells only. I use a 15-degree all day long. That's what I use.
Yeah.
I don't think it's too much.
Simple enough.
Anthony, what about you?
No, I use 15. Well, I use 25 and 15. Honestly, it's whatever I find on my shelf first. Mm-hmm. It's all it is. Whatever I find first.
I used to have a 25. I lost it.
Well, when
So I bumped up to the 15 and I haven't gone back.
like I don't go to 5.
Yeah.
I don't go 5. I don't go 0. Yeah. So
if I'm working on my driveway, I do. But that's
I don't
it.
even go that with the driveway.
No, so I'll go 25 or I'll go 15, but it doesn't matter. When I put the 15 on, I know it's the 15.
Yeah.
I can just see the pattern, and I just have a little bit more distance compared to the 25. That's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. Despacho.
That sounds like a great giveaway. Ricky Cologne, oh boy, I'm definitely signing up. Cameron, the baby is definitely letting that be known. She is on no one else's time. Lol.
Let me make sure I got the correct page here. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to number 3. That's where they
Brian Schwab. What's up, guys? Has anyone tried ceramic polishing healer? CarPro makes a polish that's supposed to be safe to use on top of a ceramic coating. So I had a little talk with a friend yesterday afternoon. There's a new product that is currently being developed under testing practically does that. It's a ceramic healer as well as another type of product. So I've been using something like that.
Sounds crazy.
And I've enjoyed it, and I'm excited to see the results. So we are looking into that, just so you know. Mike Spina, TRC fam, hope you're all doing fine Thursday.
Thanks. Hope you are too.
Han saying whoop whoop. And happy anniversary, Levi. On to the next 16 years. Yeah, so today's our Carly and I's 16th wedding anniversary. We got married on the hottest day of the year in 2005.
This year is returning income.
Was it a hot one?
I wore a tux outside in the heat. She had her dress on. We had an outdoor wedding.
Yeah.
We rented the Bishop's house right across from the old Idaho Penitentiary.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, beautiful Victorian mansion.
It is.
Rented that. Lots of shade. We rented it because we wanted lots of shade. And they've got those big trees, mature trees that cover all the shade. And then on top of that, you get the house. And the house had very poor AC.
Oh, of course.
A lot of window mount AC units because it was designed when there was no HVAC.
It was designed back in the late 1800s,
Yeah.
right?
So let's just say we put all the grandparents in the house for a little bit, brought them out to stand on the balcony to watch the wedding, and then brought them all back in.
They're already raisins. They don't need to be more raisins.
Carly and I made a pact that day. We weren't going to change till we got to the hotel.
Yeah.
We sweated it out.
Cool.
Let's just say I really enjoyed returning my rental tux, knowing that I'd probably sweat gallons of liquid into those clothes.
That's disgusting.
It was very gross. But that was a very hot day. Fun fact, my dad, right after the ceremony was over, ran into the house, changed his clothes, came back out wearing a T-shirt, swim trunks, and flip-flops.
That sounds like Brad Gates.
And had a couple beers. And he's like, all right, let's get this party started. And I go, we have to take pictures.
Yeah.
I need you back in your suit. And he's like, ugh. So he put his suit back on, but kept his sandals on.
There you go.
Nice.
And I was like, oh, okay,
Close
Dad.
enough.
That's great. That was awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty.
So-
15 years ago. You said
16
16 years ago. 16 years ago, I would have been 15 years old, right?
Yeah.
15 years old in the summer of, 2005? Right?
Yeah.
2005. I would have been up here,
Yeah.
right, teaching myself how to play the drums. And then I would have been...
Could have had you at my wedding playing the drums.
Yeah, I would have been learned. This is the time where I taught myself how to play the drums. I was playing a lot of internet games, particularly Guild Wars on PC is what I was playing.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm saying
that.
all this is because I had no friends in Idaho at this time in my life.
Too bad you
so
and I couldn't have been friends. Could have
I
been at the
only
wedding.
knew the
You know
people
who- Yeah.
I knew from my, when I was a kid. So I played video games with them until schools could start and I could meet people.
Yeah.
So I was stuck an
Dane,
entire
you were-
summer.
What were you
Dane,
doing that
where
summer?
were you? Why weren't you my friend?
In 2005?
Yeah.
6.
No,
Six.
2005.
2005, yeah, 2005.
July
Summer of
8th,
2005.
2005.
Yeah, well, you went to a different school, so I wouldn't have known you.
That's true.
Yeah. So I was
Seth-
at Capitol High.
So that day,
But no, but you were it's the summer. What were you
Yeah.
doing in the summer of 2005?
you would have been turning 15, 16?
16.
Yeah, probably going to like the state fair and stuff like
Not
that.
yet.
Not
that
even
would have
started
been-
yet.
that-
It wouldn't even start until
It would have been
August.
just
Dane,
right
what
after
did you
4th
do
of July.
during the summers?
Oh,
It's only been 4 days since
I was
the 4th
making
of July.
videos with my friends.
Oh, what kind of videos?
We made like actual like narrative story videos and stuff where
Nice.
we would tell a story over the course of the
So-
summer, and it was a summer DVD. I would make them and
Ooh,
produce them, and then
nice.
I'd edit them, and they'd help me
Wow.
act them out. And we'd
So
do
what kind
all
of
that
fun stuff would you do with your friends? Because I
was just
played
like-
PC games.
It was like random skits that got tied into a longer narrative.
Was there
arc
sword fights?
at times?
I
With
like
actual
this.
swords?
Yeah, this is back when like 300
Can we get these put
was
on?
new, so
Can we
there were
put
some
these on the
references to that.
YouTubes?
Yeah.
Can we put these on the YouTubes? I would think that'd be great.
They don't exist on there. They were actually DVDs
Okay.
that we made and kept to ourselves.
So,
Okay, that's what I wanted to know
so
mainly.
here's what I did. I hired my little brother
Seth?
to be our videographer.
Oh, no.
oh boy.
I don't have a wedding video.
Yeah, no, I can imagine that.
So here's what happened. I went to I saw Seth, went to my parents' house, and I asked Seth, here's what I need from you, brother. I need you to shave,
Yeah.
because he had the super patchy 15-year-old beard.
Of course, he was
Right?
trying.
15-year-old kid beard for the summer. I was like, I need you to shave. Need you to get a haircut. I need you to not wear basketball shorts to my wedding.
Levi, you're asking a lot.
That's it. I told his mom I need him to shave, I need him to have a haircut, and I need him to not have basketball shorts at the wedding because he's going to be standing up front filming everything. I wanted him to look professional. He wanted to take it very serious. I said, you need to be very professional, right?
Oh, good for him.
Showed up at my wedding, unshaved.
Oh.
Hair not brushed.
Oh.
Basketball shorts.
Oh.
With a polo shirt tucked in.
Oh, that's nice.
Halfway
of him.
there.
And white tube socks.
Tube socks.
Really stand out.
Yeah.
You know,
And I
amongst
was
all
like,
the,
Sandals?
hey, bud. No, had on Merrill, the slip-ons.
Oh.
Had those on.
wait, what
even
color?
worse.
Brown,
Oh, wait,
brown
no.
slip-ons.
Yeah.
Black socks, gray polo shirt.
Just the whole thing.
Mind you, ladies and gentlemen, he's 6'5", right?
He is a large man.
He is a big boy, and he is standing front and center right next to Carly and I.
Can't miss him.
Stand up there with his camera,
Yeah.
Out of curiosity.
showing everybody.
Wait, and he was dressed like that?
And he
The
was dressed
entire-
like
the
that
entire time?
whole time at the wedding.
No way!
I offered to
That's
get him.
the
I
best.
offered to get him a tux, so at least he looked somewhat clean, right? He's standing up there, on the dais with us, walking around. Just looked like some dude that had just taken a tour of the penitentiary.
There's just a guy who showed it. I was like, yeah, I'll film it.
Yeah, that's literally what it looked like. Mind
Oh,
you,
you guys are getting married. That's neat.
you, most of the ceremony, he stood next to my dog. I had an English bulldog named Dutch, who was also wearing a tuxedo.
Yeah.
I had a bag of ice on the ground for him.
Well, whether you're at a party or
Seth
you're just at
stood
someone's house,
over the
seek out
dog.
the pets. Those are your friends.
Stood over the dog. So all you could hear through the video was the dog breathing.
Oh, no.
So all you hear is a bulldog. If you guys have ever listened to a bulldog try and breathe, it's very difficult for them to do that. Yeah. So
Yeah.
the whole thing, through our
Snarly, but
mouths,
not meaning
everything.
to
And he's walking around stepping on plants and flowers and crushing stuff in front of everybody. Because Carly and I didn't have any groomsmen or bridesmaids. It was just us.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, fun fact.
If only they knew the
Then-
size of this guy
Then
and how
he
big he
recorded it
actually
over
is.
the video.
Oh, did he?
Oh.
One of his TV shows.
Oh, yeah.
When I was like, "Hey, I wanted to get that video so we can get
Sure
it cleaned
thing.
up," and
You
and
open
he's
it up,
like,
it's Battlestar
"Yeah, here you
Galactica
go."
or something.
Hands it to me, and I'm like, "Seth, this is like Invader Zim. What the heck?" So, needless to say, 16 years later, I have the memories. Don't have the video, but anyway, back to the
Memories live
story here.
forever.
Ridiculous. Has TRC thought about doing microfiber swabs for tight spaces? I've seen Detailed Image has some, but they aren't microfiber. Thoughts? It's a good idea, but you got to remember there's a couple little different things that are attached to that. So having us try and figure out how to do that, it's something we can explore, but you never know. So
Yeah,
it's a good
expand the
good
market
idea,
a
though.
bit. Yeah.
Graham Marshall. Good evening, gentlemen. Back for the third week. I have some O&R in the UK question. I will have some O&R in the UK questions to ask during the broadcast. Thanks, Graham. You can pick up O&R at cleanandshiny.co.uk. Mike C., how do you draw the line between going directly to contact O&R wash with a sponge versus doing a pre-spray in an IK, then pressure washing off that solution, then doing a Mike, you're making it too complicated. Pre-spray in an IK, go straight into it with the the sponge or towel.
Yeah. Only pressure wash if
You'll
there's
be
like
okay.
mud or if there's like stuff that literally is
Yeah.
not going to come off with
Yeah.
a pre-spray and a sprayer, then pressure wash.
If it is
Yeah.
encrusted with
Then do it
Yeah.
the other way.
dirt or
Pressure
something,
wash,
then yeah.
spray
we,
some O&R.
we never go straight onto the paint from the O&R bucket. We always pre-spray. That's
Yeah.
just
If it's
what we
a
always
dusty
do here.
car, it's
Yep.
pretty easy. But yeah.
Kirby Thompson asking if I could post the link for the Beard Scent Sampler Kit. Kirby, just go to thebeardstruggle.com.
Use code.
Levi 15 for 15% off. Fun in the Sun saying, I came here for the detailing. Thanks, Fun in the Sun. Pucks. Yeah, man, that's
Yeah.
what we call it, the Pearl Puck.
Product yellers. I love
Mountain Town Detail. What's up, guys? It's been a while digging the pucks. Thanks, just appreciate you coming out, saying what's up. David M. Craft Breweries collab all the time. Why not microfiber? That's what we're saying, right? Graham Marshall saying, would you know if the Detail King BRS is the BRS, the Big Red Sponge? I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen the Detail King Big Red Sponge.
All I can say
I
is
will say pick up
Ultra Black Sponge.
Get an Ultra Black Sponge.
Yeah,
it's better
that's where
than the
it's
Big
at.
Red Sponge. It's a great product. We have it, and then it is for sale at cleanandshiny.co.uk.
The Big Red Sponge exclusively works with O&R, but with the Ultra Black Sponge, you can use it with soap and O&R.
Yeah, there you go.
And yeah, you could try and force the other one to work, but it just wouldn't. The Black Sponge actually covers that.
Yeah. Fun in the Sun saying repetitive motion, best to keep the wrists and hands in line per OSHA. Seriously. No, it's true, man. People don't realize how much, especially if you're a professional detailer and you've been doing it for longer than 10 years, you start to feel every single pain just from that motion, and you don't realize it. JP, if the heat is so bad for microfiber, why do detailers put them on the end of steam cleaners that put out 200 plus degrees Fahrenheit? So JP, they usually are trash towels or towels that are going in that are only for interior. They're never going to go on paint. Yeah. That's why you put them on steam. I have a series of towels that I sacrifice to my steam god, and I usually throw them away when I'm done with them.
Yeah, there's no denying the heat is not good for them, but
245s are perfect for that job.
Yeah.
Hans Closen says Patrick better get a shipment full of the new applicators. I want them. I know, Hans. Mm-hmm. And then first from Puerto Rico, Humberto saying maybe those pucks could have hockey logos somehow in the future.
I mean, we're not stopping you from stitching them on there if you want.
The powdered donuts in front of Dane are hypnotizing me.
Oh, no.
So delicious.
Why, you just see me and you immediately associate food in front of me? Is that it?
William, do the new Pearl applicators have to be trashed after a coating job, even if I toss them a bucket of R2R? Depends on the coating, honestly. We've used a Legend with this. Legend is so hard, it'll just you're gonna need to toss it or flip it.
Use that again.
What I would do is I would mark a side. So after you got done with coating and you know what side you've been using, take a Sharpie, make a little mark on it, and say you know that was your coating side if it's not already obvious, and then just use the other side on your next coating application.
Thanks to the barrier,
and that's
the
what
other
I've
side
been. That's
will work.
what I've been doing. Yeah. It's not a problem. On some of the softer coatings like Halo, Exo, things like that, you can soak them in R2R and you can save them. I wouldn't recommend using them as a coating applicator again. I would recommend using tire dressing for them or something like that.
Like that.
But do, like Anthony said, mark it so you know which side previously had coating. That way you're not putting it on.
I'm sure someone out there is going to use it with like solution finish or something too.
That too.
Let's move.
Because it is an applicator and can be used for applicator purposes. All right. So, Cameron, Anthony, did you not read the news? It was a meteor, lol.
Cameron, I just like building up some hype. I like yanking on people's legs, if that makes sense.
That's true.
Dan Pfeiffer with a good afternoon and word up from Minnesota, USA. A bit of a late today on vacation and lost track of time. Hope you all are well.
Thank you.
It would not be a Friday Eve without a big word up from our friends
That's
in
when
Minneapolis.
you know it's really
Minnesota.
Thursday.
So,
Minnesota, yeah.
Thank you.
Aaron's, will there be a Flip Series 365 or Edgeless? No.
I don't think so.
Not at the moment. Kirby Thompson says that Meteor video is more than amazing, right, dude? It was even more insane in person because it was directly over my head.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane. Lex saying Dabbler for president. Jacob Terry says, I saw that meteor over where I live in Idaho Falls. My wife and I just assumed it was aliens. Can you believe it when that you guys saw it from Idaho Falls and I saw it over my house and it was so close? I was like, this is crazy. But that guy at Eagle 20 miles away it's just nuts how high up stuff is that you can see. It's crazy.
It is.
Have you seen the SpaceX Starlink flying? Since you're in Idaho, it should be easy to spot. I haven't. That's a good idea. I'll take a look and see.
That.
Yeah. Big gun. Okay, now we wait for the alien technology coatings. Yeah, right?
Yeah, just skip the graph.
Holy crap, Transformers are real. All season.
Hey,
what's up, guys? What's up, Juan? Yeah, Juan, Grant, holy crap. Ulysses saying happy Friday Eve to the crew and peeps in the chat. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Jumping on to say what's up while I'm at work. What's up, man? Also, Levi class of 98 rules. Thank you, man. Yeah. That's when I graduated. It was 98. I am 41 years old.
Oh, my.
I was 25 when I got married. My wife was the ripe old age at 22.
Nice.
2 days later, she turned 23.
You like him young. I get it. I get it.
It was funny. Bait addict. I always joke with her and tell her, I was like, well, you were only 22 when we got married. She was like, 2 days later, I turned 23. I'm like, well, you were still 22.
Technically.
Yeah, technically. Bait Addict, after a long hiatus from bait, I have returned. Hello, Vinyl Wrap Baiters. What's up, dude? Yeah, it feels good to be a couple Vinyl Wrap bros ready for the weekend.
Yeah,
you know?
It does.
Adam Hancock. So I missed out on the Stars and Stripes kit. Forgot to add it to my order during the 4th of July sale. Are those going back on the site
They are
anytime
not.
soon? They're not,
They're
man.
gone.
That's what
They're
the sales are for.
yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry, there'll be another chance, another time with something maybe similar. Not exactly the same, but
Ooh,
similar.
we got a
All right, Phil Bloomer.
Yep, says greeting from Salisbury, England. Is that what that
Nice.
actually says?
It's where the steak's from.
Yeah, where
Is
the
that
steak's
really?
from.
Salisbury steak.
Not actually from, but it's named after.
Is it really named after Salisbury?
Yeah.
Why is that?
It's the style of steak. Just like a Montreal steak or
Really?
Kansas City steak seasoning. There's certain
It
steaks.
It's a
just kind
style.
of melts in your mouth.
Kind
Kind
of
it's not
style.
real meat.
No, it's got a sauce on
It's
it.
a sauce.
Like a gravy.
Gotcha.
Generally associated with cafeteria food.
So Phil Bloomer, though, saying, greetings from Salisbury, England. We will be the European soccer champions. It's coming home.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Boise time, 1 p.m.
Yeah.
Oh, I was wondering what that noise is. 1 p.m. Sunday night, Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, 8 p.m. Our friends in England are going to be battling it out to get the cup back in England for
Okay.
soccer.
Huh?
Going to be pretty amazing. They beat out Italy the other day. Truly amazing to watch. Or no, the Denmark. They're facing Italy. That's who they beat out Denmark. They're facing Italy. It's going to be pretty nuts.
So then, did somebody already beat the Portuguese people?
Yeah, the Portuguese, they were out like in the first
What the
round.
heck, man?
Well,
That's
they're
my
not a very
team.
good
I don't
team.
even watch sports, but
I
I'm
know,
Brian
it's
I'll be the
Portuguese.
first to admit, I used to love playing soccer, but watching it, just not for me.
Oh my god, my dad made me watch soccer my entire life. I hated it.
Well, you're
he would take,
Portuguese.
he'd take me to these Portuguese clubs full of old men that smelled like cigarettes, and he would say, "We're here to watch the football game, Anthony. Sit down. Grab yourself a treat, right?" And they'd make these little pork sandwiches, right? These little pork sandwiches, little
That sounds
thinly
like
sliced
fun,
pork
actually.
sandwiches. Very delicious, right? And I would drink sumo, right? The Portuguese
Yeah.
soda I brought on here, right? And I would sit there, but these soccer games, man, would go forever. And then he says, "Oh, it's an overtime now, and everybody's cheering." I'm like, I don't want to watch this
Make
game
it
anymore,
stop.
man. And then when I was a teenager, I think in my early 20s, my dad like showed me a picture of Cristiano Ronaldo and says, "Someday, Anthony, if you want to get all the women, you have to look like him."
Oh.
And I'm like, that guy looks nothing like me, Dad. I can't even look like that guy. We're completely different looking. He says,
Oh.
"Just saying."
Well, and then
He's-
you did build
he's
your
like a
whole
Portuguese
persona
god,
after
Anthony. And I was like, "Okay, cool, man,
that.
whatever."
Yeah.
I'm
But you
I'm
did
bad
build
at
your whole
sports.
percentage. After that, you did. That's
Yeah,
why
well,
you,
but then I got
Good
jacked,
start,
and
but-
he's like, "Yeah, but you're still not Cristiano Ronaldo."
Oh.
I said, "It's fine."
poor Ronaldo.
Oof. Wow.
Anyway,
Nice
good
things
luck,
for a dad
Phil.
to say.
I'm going to be keeping up to watch and see, keep up on it Sunday afternoon. I'm excited to see. I think it'll be a fun game. Randy, looking forward to testing out that new Ultra Wash Mitt pad. Will there be something in the Ultra Wash line similar in size to the Cyclone 10X? No, I think we're going to keep the Ultra pad just the smaller size for now. You never know. If it sells well, we might be able to do that.
Yeah.
Peter Judge, what do you guys do with microfiber towels after using them for metal polishing and getting that black residue? Toss them or wash them? Depends on you, man.
Yeah.
If you want to destroy a washing machine, wash them.
Dude, I toss them.
Get
Toss
a
them
secondary
every time. I also
cheap
toss
washing
my solution
machine
finish
off
towels.
Craigslist.
It's not worth keeping them and dirtying up something. Daniel Sorensen says, "A detail over at Chicago Auto Pros. Just want to say I'm a huge fan of y'all."
Thanks, Dan.
Nice,
We
Dan.
appreciate it,
What's going on,
man.
dude?
We gotta visit sometime. I think that'd be really cool.
Yep, we do. Bait Addict says, having trouble removing sap that's been on a coated vehicle. A car was under a tree every day for a year, although washed every month, so the sap was never removed. Guion tar takes a while to do anything.
Guys want to hear my thing?
All right,
Lacquer thinner?
just do it. Just
You want
say
to
it.
get rid of it right now? Lacquer thinner. You want to get rid of it in about 2 minutes? Alcohol.
A little bit of alcohol, yeah.
Rub it, like
Okay.
literally IPA will remove it. Or hand sanitizer. Just put a little bit on. It'll help break it down. It'll dissolve it. You can set it on there. It'll break it down, especially if it's pine tar sap, the little actual glob of sap that's on there.
Yeah.
That's it.
Softens it up.
Super
Bam,
simple.
Takes it off.
Yeah.
Moving on, we got Detailed Dude FL says, "Happy Friday Eve to
Thanks,
you."
man.
What's going
Happy
on?
Friday Eve to you.
And then Travis says, "Yo, from Alaska, took your advice, joined the IDA, now a CD.
Nice.
Congratulations."
Good work,
Going.
Travis. Next is SV. All right, William, I know OPT has marketing people, but I really wish Dr. G would come on shows, especially TRCs. Well, all we have to do is ask. We could probably bring him on. We just need to spend some time, get it scheduled. So, Poets Flamel, hey guys, happy Friday Eve. Thanks, man. Phil, guys, would you suggest a wax, polymer sealant, or ceramic sealant for my silver paint? My Volkswagen Passat is being traded for a BMW 2 Series Active Tourer.
Hopefully not.
This for the new car or the old car? I assume the new car. Dane hates BMW 2 Series.
No, I love BMW 2 Series.
Hates
this
them.
newest one is hideous.
With a passion.
I'm sorry. That's really rude. I apologize. Maybe
If you didn't follow Dane, he made
if
a
you're
whole
getting the
post
previous
about
generation, that's
how much
cool.
he didn't like
That's
them.
cool.
You don't like the M2?
He doesn't like the new the new one that just dropped.
have you
the new
seen
version.
the new facelifted one? The 2022, 20.
Yeah. He likes the older style. So I'm
Yeah,
assuming
the
that's
older
what
style
you're
ones
getting,
are
Phil.
awesome. First and
Anyway,
second gen, cool.
Phil, I'm going to say you could put whatever you want. I always say that a wax is like a t-shirt and shorts. A polymer sealant is like a long sleeve and shirt and pants. And then a ceramic sealant is about the same, but then a ceramic coating is like having a windbreaker and wind pants and rain jacket and all that stuff. So it just depends on the level of protection you're looking to get and how you're going to care for it. If you like waxing your car, then just keep it waxed.
Yeah.
If you want to do that, but you don't have enough time, then do a polymer sealant. Do it every few months. But yeah, it's just up to you, man. It's very simple, very easy to apply. The new products nowadays, simple.
Regardless, congrats on trading cars. I'm sorry I insulted the new 2 Series. It's not for me.
Grant Hotry saying Jerky Patch Kids. There you go.
Yeah.
G. Davis, Anthony's gummy obsession reminds me of watching Willy Wonka dubbed in Portuguese as a child. along with Dane, hoping for a golden tape kit from ULTD.
Yeah, wow.
After talking to Brett, the winner of 2 car giveaways as it is, I'm starting to feel less fortunate.
So good. So good.
He went in big on this one.
Yeah. I'll bid
Bait
you.
Addict. I also noticed that the Eurofiber 5050, the pad stalls very easily after I use it for maybe half a door. Even on flat surfaces, it struggles to rotate. I have multiple pads, 3 and 5. That's microfiber in general.
Yeah.
You have to clean it out a lot. That's the problem with most microfiber cutting pads is they gum up so much. They fill with. That's why they're such heavy cutters. So, William, can you get away with putting O&R 256 to 1 in a pad washer? Yes, that's what Anthony and I do. That's how we've always
100%.
cleaned.
When in doubt, make it 256 to 1, and you shouldn't have problems in almost any scenario.
Ozzy Bear says, haha, I love the behind-the-scenes story on the gummies. It wasn't that in-depth, but it's close.
It's enough.
Bait Addict says, using a Mark III 2, switching to microfiber cutting pad for Megs, and I have no issues. Even the yellow Rupes didn't have that issue. Any suggestions? Then I would say if the Euro's not working well, try to blow it out the best you can. But if it's not working on that paint, switch your pad.
Yeah.
Don't try to make something work that's not working.
Yeah.
Cameron Messina says, I'm having trouble with all
Protestants.
Protestants?
Apparently he's
I guess,
mad with all the Protestants.
Some of us
the
may have
Protestants.
problems with Protestants, but I mean, I just don't think that you should publicly state that.
Don't you love autocorrect? Anyway.
Protectants, including bead maker, and I've tried different vehicles: wax, no wax, using more, using less. What are some general rules I should follow for protectants? I don't know, Cameron. I think you should just come over to me and Levi's houses and just watch us apply it to cars, and then see if there's a light bulb moment.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if your prep work needs.
Yeah.
No, because Cameron's always had issues with streaking. Not him.
Well,
streaking.
remember that
He
guy?
doesn't
I
streak.
forget who it was. There was a guy who came over with kind of a BMW 3 Series.
Oh, that's
He had
probably
his hood.
Cameron.
It wasn't a BMW 3 Series, it was a Taurus.
Was it a Taurus?
Ford Taurus.
Was it
No,
a
there
Ford
was
Taurus?
there was like a
There was another 3 Series guy.
There was a BMW
Yeah,
3
there
Series
was
that
another
came
BMW
over,
3
and the guy was
Series,
having issues. No matter what he tried, it was streaking, it was smearing
Yeah.
or something.
I don't think it was
And
Cameron
then
with the
you
3
basically
Series. I think
polish
you're
it
right. I think
down,
it was him
reprep
with the
the
Taurus.
surface.
It was him with the Taurus.
and
We
applied bead maker,
repolished the
and it
hood.
was perfect.
Yeah, we
I've had to do
repolished
it
the
several
hood and got
times,
it
Dane.
done.
I'm not sure.
Okay,
But
this was like
I don't know,
years
Cameron.
ago.
We'll have to
Several
give you some
years
training in
ago.
person. Bait Addict says, when the pad does rotate, it provides a great cut and finish. Have never had issues with the pads in rotation. Might be that paint.
Might just be that paint, man.
Fun in the Sun says, do you make a plush stuffed animal a TRG teddy? It would be so soft.
Great idea. We should make our little.
We'll make
what
a little
I think
Cooper.
what we'll do. No, what we do is we just make a logo ball.
Oh, just a
The fun
squishy logo.
plush logo.
Yeah, you throw it at people.
That'd be kind of rad. Are
Yeah.
there companies that
Yeah,
do that?
I'm sure we could.
Could
Check
be.
it out.
Poets Flamel, how come TLC is so hard to come by in Europe? I'm assuming you're talking about the last cut.
Yeah.
That is solely down to the last cut. A lot of it is the fact that sometimes the products aren't ready for distribution or aren't authorized to enter into Europe. And so some people are bringing it in and getting in trouble and have a not. Other people are just, the other thing is it's probably just hard to stock. It could be always out of stock. It could be a number of things. There's so many factors that go on when we're trying to import products from one country to another that a lot of people don't realize that actually you have to do a lot more than that.
And unlike some other
could
products,
be a lot of different. I don't know everything. I'm just saying these are some of the examples that could
unlike
happen.
some other products that are out there that are maybe run by larger companies and stuff, TLC is kind of an in-the-know product. So if
it's also a single man.
Yeah, that's what I'm
kind of
getting
job.
at. Is
He's not
it's a
single,
little
he's
more
married.
niche,
Well,
but the
married,
product's
but
capabilities
solo
are
employee.
anything but niche. They're
Yeah.
amazing for what they are, but it's one of those products where if you know about it, then you're kind of in on the secret. Like it's a really great product, but not everybody knows about it. So a lot of places
I think it is the best kept secret compound. It's getting more and more known, and more people are using it. But it is it's dang good. All right, so we're about ready to cut to break. Dane, is that
We'll
correct?
be back in a few minutes, but while we're taking this break, go leave a review over on Apple Podcasts or iTunes saying the Red Company Podcast 5 stars, and then just write something fun, and I'll read it on the next Q&A or podcast.
Yes.
So go do that while you're waiting on this break, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. Hello, and welcome to a promo for our new series called Satisfying Saturdays. Now, what are Satisfying Saturdays? Well, I'll tell you. They're a little bit of audio, a little bit of video, put together in a satisfying combination while we do some sort of detailing on the side there, you could say. It's ASMR adjacent. So it's not going to be perfect ASMR, but it's mostly just going to be sounds of brushes and foam and water and detailing products. Just a very satisfying combination of all the things you love about detailing without any of the, noise that you don't want to have in there, right?
Oh, that didn't sound good.
Something you can just relax to, put on in the background. I don't care how you watch it, I just care that you watch it. So, that's really all there is to say about it. Check it out. I think you'll enjoy it.
Hey guys, Levi with the Rag Company. Have you ever wondered what it takes to turn a car from a 0 to a hero? Have you ever wondered, can you buy a car and fix it back up and then resell it for a lot more money? Well, if those are the questions you've been asking, have I got the show for you. That's right, we here at the Rag Company bought ourselves a project car, and over the course of the next year, we're gonna be doing all kinds of cool stuff to it. We're gonna be polishing it, we're gonna be cleaning it, we're gonna be putting new parts on it, fixing the wheels, fixing the interior, fixing the dings, fixing the dents, fixing the clear coat, all that stuff. We're even gonna be cleaning the windows, can you believe it? And we are gonna be finding lots of fun parts to put on, kind of personalize it, and make it our own. That's right, it's TRC Rex. That's what we've been calling it, and it's a pretty rad little car. And we're hoping to turn it from a 0 into a hero.
Hey guys, Anthony with the Rag Company, and have you checked out our Instagram? You haven't? You have. I'm not really sure, but it is arguably the most entertaining Instagram page of all time. It's hilarious. There's tons of cool towel posts and detailing products, and I'm not really selling this, am I? Not really? Okay, well, it's a really cool page where we post a ton of sale content as well as cool pictures of new products and new releases and kind of everything we do there. And we also host the Grand Ambassador program on there as well, which is our take on a sponsorship. Now, to learn more about the Grand Ambassador program, just check out the link down below in the description, and it'll take you to one of the main pages that kind of talks about the program and what we do, but is ultimately our take on a sponsorship. And we've had plenty of Grand Ambassadors watching this show with you right now. So you can check out our Instagram in the links below. Make sure to check it out. Give us a follow. I think that you're really gonna like it.
Welcome back to Q&A Thursday.
Feels good.
Once again, Dane Hennon, Levi Gates, and Anthony Fisher here. Just
Howdy,
in case
howdy.
you're joining mid-show.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to get right back into the comments.
It's Q&A
You got something else to
Thursday
do?
where we answer your questions,
Yes.
whether they be detailing related or just life related. Always a good time. All
That was
right.
the last question we answered.
Poets was asking about Last Cut, so hard to come by in Europe. We don't have an answer for you, man. You can always reach out to the Last Cut or Last Detail, as it's called,
Jace is
and
the
talk
man.
to Jace and see where. I think he also has spots on his site as to where you can purchase the Last Cut.
Yeah,
So
reach out directly and find out where you can find it.
Abel Celestin saying, "What's up, everybody? What's up, Abel? How are you?" Ridiculous saying, "Reason I asked is because I did a CSL exo on the grill of my wife's ST, so I used a pearl microfiber towel, and it worked. But I was just thinking it is a good idea. Ridiculous. We'll look into it and see."
Yeah.
Stephen Wilkie saying, "Hey there, guys from the UK. What's up,
Hello to
man?
you in
How
the
are
UK.
you?" G. Davis, I have a dear friend who's never had Lucky Charms cereal and refuses to try it. Based on that alone, would you consider ending
Yes.
the relationship?
Yes.
Wow.
So here's my thing.
Wow.
My daughter has never really eaten cereal in her life.
Really?
When she was a baby, she used to eat dry
Traumatic
cereal.
experience.
She used to eat dry cereal, right? Something in her brain prevented her from ever eating cereal with milk. And to this day, at 10 years old, she hasn't eaten a single bowl of cereal ever.
Really?
And she will stay away from it. It's pretty insane. She won't eat Rice Krispie treats. She won't eat. Carly makes these s'more bars made out of Golden Grams,
So she
chocolate
avoids
chips, and
them-
marshmallows.
Even though they have cereal, but they're not cereal, they're like treats made using
She won't-
cereal. She's
yep.
not about it.
Did she knew it came from a cereal box?
What?
No idea. It's just something that goes.
She can't explain it. Then.
I can't disown her as much as I would like to, considering that myself, my wife, and my son are cereal hounds. We eat quite a bit of cereal.
Sure.
So to have a daughter who is a traitor, some would say,
Wow.
some would call her a traitor. I would call her a traitor
Yikes.
in that cereal realm. I just can't give her up, but I probably would. Anthony, what do you feel?
Ouch.
Really erupt.
Yeah, you get rid of him.
Get rid of-
Okay,
yeah,
you got
they're
a
up.
stronger man than I am. But Carissa, hey, I'm needing some iron remover soon. What do you recommend? Price before smell for me.
Okay.
Oh, Iron Buster by PNS. Perfect.
Yeah.
Lightest smelling, a little easier, nicer to deal with, but also really inexpensive.
Yeah.
Adam
Win-win.
Stevens. G. Davis, I think it's already over. Move on. Aaron, so PNS Soul is 100 mil. If you plan to do just one car, would it be overkill for just a single vehicle? That's a lot of product.
Yeah.
We did my Suburban and we only went through like half of it. So, yeah, you're going to need to do your mom's
Find
car,
another
do
car.
your parents, your grandparents' car. Like, do a bunch of cars, dude. Seriously.
Or, refrigerators.
Do your bike, do the
Bikes.
garage refrigerator, there's a lot of stuff you
Lawnmower.
could coat. Lawnmower, you could coat your air conditioner. There's
Yeah.
a lot of stuff you could coat with it.
It's not gonna
Cell
hurt those
phone,
things.
you could do all kinds of stuff.
True.
All right, Bait Addict. CarPro's product to use on top of a ceramic coating is to heal. It's called Essence Plus, not to be confused with Essence. It works well, but will only mask minor marring, which is what most have. Yep, that's right, Bait. G. Davis saying, thank you, Adam Stevens. You're welcome. Bait Addict, I need to use a white gloss pad with no pressure as you're trying not to remove the coating. Yep. Correct. Those are all the things. Christine Gervaisi. Hi, son. Wonder which
she's
son
talking.
she's referring to.
No idea.
One of us? It's probably that
Adam
one.
Not this
Stevens.
one.
Deep down, I think you knew G. Davis.
Ah, probably from the deep part of the heart.
I think
yeah.
you know. I think you know what you need
BJ
to
Slinger saying, I got some quick disconnects from my garden hose to pressure washer after hearing Anthony talk about it. It's the nuts.
It is.
do. It's not
So
Jay
good.
Slinger.
I need to get mine. I need to get one just to make it easier.
It's life changing, Levi. Like honestly, I quick disconnect everything. Especially those ones off of Amazon. They're so cheap.
Yeah.
That I have a surplus of them now. So if one does start leaking,
20-pack.
literally spin one off, throw a new
Yeah.
one on, bam. But it's amazing.
I just need to do it. I need to pull the trigger on that. Jay Pate, thanks for the info on the nozzle, guys. Keep up the awesome Q&A. I always look forward to learning and hearing all your stories about people being held hostage in Anthony's attic.
Well, I'm glad
Jay Davis
we
laughing.
can help.
I think you released
Man.
Grant's family back to him.
Yeah. Grant
Didn't you
didn't
say
seem as
something like that?
distressed today.
That you released his family? He seems less stressed. Did you release his family back to him?
No, they're not released up there.
Oh.
I just figured out a way to kind of start venting that area to where it's a little bit less hot.
Oh, okay. So,
Well, that's
all right.
But are you letting
still
him
trapped.
communicate at least?
Not really.
Oh, okay. Well, he seems to have forgotten about that.
So what I've also done is passed up a controller to my new Xbox Series X.
Oh, very nice.
Where when I'm not home, they have a peephole through a series of mirrors to the TV
Little
that they can
entertainment.
actually play some Forza to keep giving me points.
Imagine trying
nice.
to play Forza through a series of pinholes.
Well, Dane, you got to think about it. They used to wage
Dane-
nautical battles
Dane,
through
your,
a series of
your
mirrors and
college years
peepholes.
were a series of pinholes.
Piloting submarines. Okay, so next up we've got
All right.
page 2, I believe.
Pat Welsh, happy anniversary, Levi. Have a great day. Thank you, man. Bait Addict, the resins in the product don't wash off easily, so it will remain looking nice for quite some time. Not like a glaze. Yeah, no, it sounds it sounds
he's
very
really
similar to
selling
what
this
I'm
one
kind of
hard.
working on too. G. Davis, I remember Hans and Anthony back in 1999 on AOL's new Viking Sins chat room.
Oh,
You want to talk about niche?
That's a good time right there.
There's a lot of niche chat rooms back in the
George
day.
Clavena, what is the best way to fix bird poop that is etched through the clear coat into the base coat? Repaint that whole panel. Seriously, all you can do. Jamie Patey, thanks for the info. Excellent advice. Always looking forward to learning. We already heard that one.
Yep.
Tad Scott, Ultra Clay Bar.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Product
we
Yellers.
love when people
returning
yell
to the
Han
Han
chat.
Jax.
saying, Dane La Cream, back in stock yet, lol.
And never
And then
was.
UBS. All right, Graham, UBS is still out of stock here, and a BRS would cost over $44 from the UK supplier. Well, just write out an email, send it to the guys at Clean and Shiny, talk to John, see if he can get another order in. The problem is they go fast. They go really fast. We just got a restock. So a lot of it's been filling all those extra back orders and things like that. So Jason Lee, hope everyone had a good 4th. When are the Wowo's tar and glue remover back in stock? Guys, hate to say this.
We've been talking about this for months now.
It's gone. It left today.
Oh.
All of it.
All of it.
So,
What are we gonna do?
I don't know.
Ulex.
We're going to have to go with Ulex.
Honestly, so the thing
Honestly,
was
pick up
is,
Ulex and use it, Jason.
Just the Woe's Target River was just extremely potent. Honestly, it was extremely potent. Ulex, I feel much safer and confident in using that product, just because I just know that it's more mild. But Woe's Target River will go down
let me
as
tell you,
the thing that
Wowo's
just
Tar
gets
Glue
it done.
Remover,
Yeah.
I solved some
So
problems.
here's the deal. We sold the last remaining stock, Jeff did,
Okay.
to one of our local distributors for the state of Idaho.
Yeah.
They run a truck, MVP Distributing. They picked up the last remaining batch of, and it was like a pallet. They bought it. We loaded it into the truck less than an hour ago.
Yeah.
I watched it go.
So that's why I didn't hear about that. It was very recent.
It was because Jason asked this question. He emailed me and asked me, and so I went on the hunt for it. Jason, I said, "Why? What? Let me go see." And then
'Cause we've
John
had it
said,
for a
"It's
while.
we already made the deal. They're coming to pick it up this week. I can't let any of it go." So Jason, I was going to write back to you and let you know that. Figured you were going to be on the Q&A, so at least you could see it. So it's gone.
You can still reach out to Wowo's directly.
You could, or just pick up some Ulex.
Or some Ulex if you
use
wanna
the
get it
Coach
from
Kimmy
us.
Ulex. It's a good product.
Yeah.
Stephen Wilkie giving us a thumbs up.
I don't know how that shows up.
Graham
It doesn't.
is the 2BM worthwhile with O&R. 2 bucket method.
I
No.
think that's, yeah.
1 bucket and a great guard in the bucket.
That's all I
Mr.
need.
Evanato, why was the Ultra Clay Mitt discontinued? It was not discontinued. We are out of stock.
Well,
So-
you're talking about the mitt. Was the mitt ever discontinued?
Oh, the Ultra Clay
the
Mitt.
mitt,
yeah.
Yes. So the Mitt wasn't our product. It was a Optimum product. They decided to stop carrying it. They didn't want to carry a lot of accessories anymore. So we took the option to buy both rights to those products. So we bought the rights to it. However, the first initial order to purchase and manufacture the Ultra Clay Mitt was substantial.
That's
So
pretty expensive.
to do both, to do the Ultra Clay Mitt and the Ultra Clay towel at the same time, it's a lot of money, guys. A lot of money up front. And so we chose to only go with the towel for the time being.
The towel sold proportionally more than the
The
mitt
towel
did.
and the towel in the terms of the numbers that was sold, like Dane said, we chose to go with the towel and we sold out of the towel. So it is currently sold out. Now, the Ultra Clay Mitt discontinued. We still have the rights for it. There is potential for us to create it as the demand rises. But like I said, we're out of stock right now. So,
but if more people want it,
possibly,
let us know. And
possibly in the future we can. But the MOQ to get that built is a lot.
Yeah.
Aaron's is G-Technic Evo V4, same class.
EXO, perhaps?
EXO, same class of PNS Soul.
I don't know.
Not the
EXO's a
same
little
class.
different.
No,
Same
because
class,
Evo EXO is a 18 to 24 month coating, where Soul is a 1 year coating.
Right. Well, and the behaviors of it are a little different, too.
Ted Scott says the interior scrub mitt equals the best Radco product. It's at least top 3 for me. A lot of people
Thanks,
love
Dad.
it.
Not going to
It's
argue
great.
with that.
Scott says, is the Ragmaster in the UK part of the TRC or just a reseller?
Distributor.
Ragmaster is a distributor.
Yeah. He's also a reseller. If you're looking for a primary distributor for the UK, that is cleanandshiny.co.uk.
Yes.
So they are the primary distributor that when the products come in. Ragmaster carries products also from us, but also through Clean and Shiny. So Stephen Wilkie, watch English rugby.
Yeah.
Phil Bloomer, yes, that's what I told Johnny Schill when everyone was rooting for Germany versus England. Carissa, named after Dr. James Henry Salisbury, Doctor of Nutrition, Internet Wisdom. Thanks, Carissa, for clearing that up. The creator of the
Glad we
Salisbury
can clear
Steak.
that up.
Phil Bloomer, guys,
interesting.
come to England and see what I can do. And see what I can do to get you decent seats for Premier League soccer game. You'll love it. Hammers forever. Thank you, Phil. We plan on being there this time next year.
On TV, I find these kinds of sports boring, but in person, I do enjoy them because the atmosphere helps.
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot.
Do they have
I
food?
find,
They have food
Dude,
and
they had-
alcohol.
yes,
at
the
these
food and
events?
alcohol
So-
makes all the difference.
Yes.
They had
That'd go.
70,000 fans.
Yeah.
67,000 people in Wembley Stadium.
Screaming.
Just going crazy for this game.
That part, I enjoyed the energy,
insane.
just like live
Yeah.
concerts or any kind of live event.
Yeah.
What is it like they do
That's
the
it.
ole, ole, ole,
There are a lot of-
ole?
they do a lot of stuff
It's
like
like
that.
Frito-Lay,
No, they don't
Frito-Lay,
do that.
Frito-Lay,
No.
Frito-Lay.
But Phil, we will be there in 12 months.
Yes, not this year, but next
We will be in the UK next year. So we couldn't come this year, but right now Festival of Speed's going on.
I
So
love
all our
Goodwood.
friends are down there checking it out. Stephen Wilkie, would you ever open up a shop in the UK to sell your
we got
product?
Grant
Oh,
here.
sorry. Grant Hotry says 16 years ago I started at Final Touch. Thanks, Grant.
Nice.
Congrats. Stephen Wilkie, would you ever open a shop in the UK to sell your products? Stephen, you can pick up all our products from cleanandshiny.co.uk. John Hole and his gang pick them up.
And for the rest of Europe, you got the Rag Company Europe.
Yeah. Bait Addict saying, yeah, it's pine tar sap, Levi. Cool. Was going to use paint prep since I don't have any rubbing alcohol, but I do have gel hand sanitizer. Use the hand sanitizer. Don't use rubbing alcohol. Use IPA, isopropyl alcohol. That's what you want to use. So that's what's in hand sanitizer. So you can use that. The gel actually is pretty nice because it sits and can work on it a little bit.
Stay put.
Will any detail spray make your towels hydrophobic?
No.
Not unless they
any.
have a sealant in them.
Yeah, if they're typically like polymer based, that you might have some hydrophobic properties for a while, but some of the detail sprays that are just kind of carnauba wax based,
It wears
where
away
the
pretty
wax
quickly.
settles to the bottom of the bottle. Usually, it doesn't last that long. It doesn't usually make it through the first wash, so he'd be fine. Chris Thomas says, has anybody noticed the rubberized knobs are being destroyed? I'm guessing by hand sanitizer several cars so far.
I would say yes.
That makes sense.
We've used more hand sanitizer as a world in any time ever,
Yeah.
and so a lot of stuff is starting to get destroyed. People's interiors, carpet, or steering wheels.
Keep the hand
I
sanding
assume
on deck.
especially
Yeah.
like Jeep Wranglers and stuff that are like weatherized and rubberized on a lot of surfaces. You see a lot of that.
Yeah. All right, Ricky Cologne. Dane, that new tier series looks like the illegitimate child of an Audi A3 and a 2012 Suzuki Kashi.
The taillights are
There you go.
really weird. It's like the designer was starting some kind of cool idea and then
Let me
just gave
see.
up
It's called
halfway through.
2022 BMW 2
Yeah,
Series.
it's not
And Umberto
good.
Levi, that Salisbury steak was made in the U.S. by James Salisbury, who was a physician and chemist. I remembered that from cooking class years ago on the different types of meats. I like the front end of that. I think that car looks great.
Ooh, boy.
I think everybody's
No,
wrong.
No.
Okay, so the front end is.
I appreciate you being different though, for the sake of contrast.
What's going on in that back? I
The
need to
back
see
I'm
what's going on
confused
back
about,
there.
but the front I'm okay
You just
with.
dropped your pack.
Probably, Dane.
Okay.
All right,
So-
Dane.
I think the back
Phil,
might be
I want to
most
answer your
haunting.
question. It's not the new 2 Series. I agree. The 2 Series grill is now awful.
Yeah, they
Well,
just
that's
keep
nice. Good. You got the
stretching
good
it
one.
wider, and then on the SUVs, they just make it taller.
Jordan, took your advice regarding selling coatings. I've done 7 cars last month, and I sold them all maintenance kits alongside.
Heck
and
yeah.
now can cover my overheads for a few months. Thanks again. You're welcome, man. That's the way
Congrats,
to
Jordan.
do it.
That's fantastic.
Much easier, right? Teaching your customers how to wash their car after coating their car. So you've shown them how to coat. Then on top of that, you've been able to sell those maintenance kits. That's awesome.
You got some loyal customers
Really
now,
good,
too,
man.
which is great.
Yeah. Aaron, you forgot Goo Gone for sap remover or orange degreaser that come in an aerosol. Yeah, you could use that too.
You could do that.
Says he forgot the name of the brand. Starts with a C. Island Aesthetics.
Hey.
Hello from Long
What's
Island.
going on, man?
Congrats to the new Q3 Gambassadors.
Yes.
Have you guys tested that Pearl Puck for anything other than coatings? Waxes, sealants, tire dressings, or any interior uses? Yes.
I mean, it is a pearl, so it's going to work
I use it
like
for
a pearl
tires.
towel does.
With
Use
the
it for
wax,
towers.
with the wax, it's absolutely fine. With
Wax,
the sealant's
it's
really
perfect.
fine. All of the above is fine.
Yeah.
The idea was to create the best applicator for a coating, so that means that anything lesser than a coating, you would still do a great job on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you can still grab any of the other ones too and use them also, but this was just designed a certain way.
Fun in the sun, 5
5
stars.
stars.
Hey.
What does that mean?
Well, it was when I was saying when we go to the break, make sure you go and rate the Rag Company
Yeah.
podcast 5 stars and leave a little comment. And it's really fun. It's nice. It helps us get in front of more people. So if you haven't done that, take a moment, open another tab in your browser or something.
Yeah.
Just do it.
So William Katana saying, what pads can I use with the last cut? They don't seem to have a system like Rupes, so it'd be great to know what pads work best for their compounds. So fun fact, William, they actually do have a system. They actually do have pads that they like using. And the pads are exactly the same as the pads that you would use with any of the Optimum style products. Jace used to use the Optimum products and developed the last cut to be in that same kind of manner of use. So orange, Lake Country foams, black, Lake Country foams. So you can go to our site, you can pick out any of the CCS, any of the flat foams, any of the waffles in the orange and black, and they are going to work perfectly for what you want. You can even use the HDOs. Now, what Jace actually stocked in his store for the last cut were the blue, the orange, and the black HDOs by Lake Country. You can use those with the last cut all day long. Now, you can also use everything else. I use the Buff and Shine maroon. I have friends who use the blueberry Buff and Shine. Both those foam pads work great with the product. You can also use the Rupes pads as well for your for the last cut. Anthony and I do that as well. Great. It works so well across so many different platforms. Mr. Stranger, Anthony.
Mr. Stranger says, a friend gave me a few foam pads for rotary polisher. Can they be used on a DA polisher? What are the cons? How are they different? So yeah, most likely if they're from a rotary polisher, unless they are the what's it called, the inset style of pad that has a how do you describe that? It's
The intermediary or the
where it's got a sunken in area where the backing plate goes.
Oh, when it cakes.
Right. Yeah, so
And it depresses.
if it's one of those, then I probably wouldn't use it on a DA. But if it's a flat pad, then I think you should be absolutely fine. It's kind of best for us to see pictures. There's really no way to see that, but assuming it's a flat pad, it would be fine.
Yeah.
Moving on, Dane.
All right.
There we go.
Anthracite. Koch Chemi's top star is advertised basically as an interior detailer. Are you using it after cleaning with a dedicated cleaner, or as an interior dressing, or as an all-in-one product?
Kind of using it as
both.
a dressing and everything. So.
Yeah, we use it as a dressing after you've cleaned with any of the interior Polestar or any of those products that you want. The other thing is, if it's not that dirty, you can use Top Star, no problem. That's what's so great about Top Star. It actually cleans and protects.
Yeah.
But you can use either way. So for your really dirty stuff, you can do it this way. For your really light stuff, you can do it the other way. That's what's nice. Hopefully it will come to the U.S. soon. Bryce Fry, what's up, fellas? Hope you all had a great 4th. Looking forward to trying the new pucks. I've been using the Autofiber Saber applicators for years, and I love them. Glad to see the two companies coming together. Thanks, Bryce.
Thank you.
Anthony, you want to do Aaron's?
We got do you think torture tests on waxes, sealant, and coating, like using super strong degreaser, is unrealistic? I normally stop watching the video when they start a torture test. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not a fan of the torture test videos.
Okay. Want me to weigh in on this one? Because I feel strongly
Sure,
about the YouTube
Dane,
stuff.
weigh in.
Let me go in on this stuff because while I'm not the preeminent detailer here, I can definitely talk about trends in YouTube and stuff. So when it comes to the actual YouTube videos you see doing the torture tests and stuff, that tends to get eyeballs from strangers. People react more strongly on a broad base. Like more people are interested in things that show extremes. And it's just a general, it's like a call sign. Hey, come over, look at this. So detailers may know better, but to the average viewer, it's kind of like, when you see the power washer stuff, it's easy for anybody to understand when something gets clean with the power washer. Oh, that's satisfying. That's nice to watch. With the torture test, they're like, oh, this is extreme. I want to check this out. This will really tell me what's good to put on my car if you're not super invested in the day-to-day of the detailing industry. You just catch one of these and you're like, oh, it's something extreme. I guess I'll find out the answer here. And it's become somewhat of a trend amongst a lot of different detailing channels. But I will say, unrealistic in comparison to real-world testing where you drive a car that has a coating on it and you just wait for it to stop working. Yes, it's not realistic if you're comparing it for those kinds of results. But in a nutshell, if you're just interested to know like what chemicals you can put up against a coating and see how it results based on, those kind of charts, those breakdowns that they do, yeah, that gives you an idea. So it's not totally useless. It's useful for something, but only if you're interested in doing those things to it. So I wouldn't, treat it as a real world comparison because the only way you get the real world is on an individual basis on a particular car in a particular weather pattern. And of course, that's different for everybody. So you're not going to get a perfect answer every time. And anybody who says they have the answer probably doesn't. So if you get a wishy-washy kind of like, sometimes this, sometimes that, that's a realistic answer. And it may not be as satisfying, but that's the truth. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are you done?
All right.
I'm done.
Okay, cool. That was great, Dane. Thank you.
Going to page 2.
So we got next page.
Whoa.
You got it. You're right. Go back up.
Oop.
All right. Kevin D saying, hello, guys. What's up, Kevin? All right. Lloyd G, what's up from Slam Diego? Any color choices on the new Pearl Puck? What are other applications have you tried? Anything you use the applicator for?
Yeah.
They only come in the ice gray at the moment. We're only doing ice gray.
It's a good color to
It's a good
start
idea.
with.
We can come up with some different colors. But yeah, so ice gray and anything you'd use an applicator for, but originally designed for ceramics.
Yeah.
Also, anyone try O&R to apply PPF? No.
I don't think I would do that.
I don't think you would do that either. Bait Addict. Since it's been so long, I never got to ask about the Ultra Wash Mitt. So, if it's 80-20, would that mean it's less safe on soft paint? I feel the quality of the microfiber is just important. So, it is not an 80-20 blend microfiber. It is a microfiber blend with some viscose in it, with some other stuff in it. So, it's got some polyester in it. It's still extremely soft, but it isn't designed to scratch or mar. It is designed to increase the amount of glide on the surface. So when paired with soap, the glide is much more smoother and less friction is created on the surface when used in a soapy bucket of water than perhaps, say, your other mitts that are a 70-30 or an 80-20 or a 92-8 or whatever. This pad, that's what makes it so unique. It's the blend that is designed to create the maximum amount of glide on the surface so that it's barely touching that surface. It's just cruising across, cleaning and removing all the dirt particles. So
it's honestly, guys, it's like kind of like a proprietary blend is what it is.
yeah, we can't give you the actual specifics.
And so, let's just say that it's just as safe as a Cyclone.
If not
clearly
safer.
What's that?
If not safer.
If not safer, it's just as safe as that. That's how it's designed. The wooling process on the microfiber is a little bit different as well, meaning like the pressure side. So it's 100% microfiber. The whole thing is microfiber. There's nothing else in it other than microfiber. It's just the way that it was made to be just a little bit different. And
the other thing,
it releases
70-30 is
quite a bit
very
better.
absorbent.
Yeah.
This one, we wanted it to have less absorbency, but more softness so that it would, when you got it wet, it wouldn't hold so much liquid and create weight. That makes sense.
Well, so
and
we made up for the absorbency thing because basically the Cyclone was able to absorb on two parts, being that there is a sponge inside and that the outer 70-30 blend was extremely absorbent for a lot of liquid. So for this new one, considering that this proprietary material on the outer, right, and being 100% microfiber, and kind of shifting away from most of the polyamide in the blend, or not shifting away from most of it, but just doing something different.
Changing the way it was designed.
We chose to incorporate the gauntlet towel on the inner liner because of the 70-30 blend on the inner liner for the absorbency. And so what I wanted to have is to where every single time we dunk our mitt into a bucket, we're pulling out an almost identical amount of water each and every time, right? Just as much as the inner liner will help absorb, especially
on
with
the
outer.
Cyclone.
So versus a Cyclone, honestly, the Cyclone could get pretty dang heavy.
Yeah.
And it could just pull out a ton of water, and more water than maybe what you want sometimes.
Yeah.
So,
And the goal was to create less pressure points,
Yeah.
less weight on the surface, the ability to still clean and scrub, but also provide liquid to that surface. So we needed to have that towel in there to hold and disperse liquid across the surface. A lot went into it, man. Bait, you need to come to Boise and hang out with us. And
The short answer is
really
for
go to town
anybody
when you learn about the stuff we talk about.
scared of scratching a vehicle or something, no, it's not gonna do that.
Aaron's asking the important question: what is nude Viking chat? You're gonna have to ask Anthony and Hans. Find out exactly what that is, Aaron.
Oh,
Bait Addict Anthony, did you ever end up getting that PS5? I still remember how Dane got a Series X for himself. I couldn't stop laughing.
Heck
Boy, that
no,
was
Bait
fun.
Addict, you didn't listen to the main show this week. No, it's been a horrible experience, and Dane, yes, hoarded that for himself. So after what? It's been 7 months, 8 months. I got so sick of it that I was on Costco.com, and I saw that there was an Xbox in a bundle available. And I just sat there and looked at it, and I said, no, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. And I said, you know what? F it. If I'm at this point right now, PlayStation is dead to me.
There you go.
They are dead. It is a dead console to me.
I'm excited to get my PS5, and then I'm not even going to use it.
And
I'm
then
just
not
going to buy
playing the
it,
games
and I'm
with
going to
us.
hide it.
I'm going to watch DVDs on it like
I'm just
Dane
going to watch
does.
DVDs on it. It'll be great.
Well,
So-
when Jimmy and Anthony are online, I'll be
It'll
playing
be part
with
of my
them,
travel
so.
solution package.
I was pretty pissed, but long story short, got my Xbox. I'm absolutely thrilled with it. I love it. I remember that I used to be an Xbox guy back in the day. I used to have a 360 way back when. I loved it a lot, and it kind of brought back some good memories and lots of great games. And then even last night, I was able to jump on Forza and play with Dane and Jimmy. Not for very long before I had to do a Craigslist deal at 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
That's just how
That
I
was
live
very
my life,
short-lived.
right?
But we know
I have
we can
to-
do it now,
I have to make
so-
up for all the money I've spent on the Xbox, make it back in selling random goods around the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, a fraction of
So,
the way there.
Anyways, so but
I need
I'll-
to do that too. I need to get going on
purge.
selling some stuff.
Levi, give me a cut 10% of every sale, and I'll come over and
List it.
start listing things out, right? Wheeling and dealing, baby.
TJ Powell, what do you guys suggest using on plastic exterior trim on a new car to protect it? 2 ways. You can use over the top by Solution Finish, or you can get some G Technic C4 and throw it on all your plastic trim. It's up to you, man. Whichever you want. Scott Mattern.
Oh,
Wolo's
man.
Tar and Glue Remover has a formidable scent. I think it might be pure gasoline. Close. It's xylene.
Yeah.
Jay Pate, Super Chat.
Oh,
Wow.
that is very nice of you.
$10. Want to
Thank
buy
you.
Dane some of those powdered donuts or maybe some strip waffles, however they're spelled. Thank
Oh,
you,
wow.
Jay. Thank you. We appreciate
You know what?
it,
If we
man.
can get another $10, we will have Dane eats a powdered donut pile, right? So it
Oh,
is just
I'd love it.
powdered
powdered
donuts
donut mountain.
While wearing a
filled
black
with
shirt, that
various
sounds
fillings,
Lots
right?
of different creams.
Guess the fillings, Dane.
I like that.
Oh,
we could get
get
them
a
from the
company-
Express
can we get a
Cafe.
bakery to-
Did they do powdered donuts?
Holy
Their
crap.
donuts are all cake donuts, so they're not filled with
That's what
anything. They're
powdered
all-
donuts are made
So
with.
listen,
the filled
listen.
donuts are
We
also
figure out a
cake
way.
donuts.
No,
Hey.
but these are cake donut rings.
No,
so
we
they're
don't want
all,
cake donuts.
That's how
I
powdered
want-
donuts
no,
with
I want,
filling.
No, I want powdered donuts with filling.
They make one kind of donut.
I want to
different
be
flavors,
able
but
to
one
fill
shape.
these donuts with anything, right? So one donut may be filled with Express Cafe.
Oh.
Whereas another donut may be filled with Main Street Burger.
One
and then
donut
Dane
has
will lose
chicken
it when he,
fried
when he
steak
takes
from
into
Express.
bite into one,
like,
and one of them
Chicken fried
is,
steak and grits. This is amazing. My favorite meal.
from where? From where? From
Eggman and Earl.
Well, Eggman and
Unicorn
Earl,
French toast.
Or what does Dane loathe more than anything in the world? Cracker Barrel, right?
Ooh.
So we have Cracker Barrel in
Macaroni
one
and
of those.
cheese, Cracker Barrel. Cracker
And he's
Barrel
like,
mac-
"What is this?" He spits it out. We're like, "That's Cracker
that's
Barrel
chicken dumplings.
filled powdered donut."
Yeah,
Do
Cracker
you like
Barrel
that,
chicken
Dane?
dumpling
Oh,
filled.
no.
We need to go to Cracker Barrel again. That's what we need to do.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
All right. Graham. Some O&R YouTube videos showed distilled water being used to mix the solution. Is this overly important? This is what we call supercharging
Correct.
your O&R.
Not necessary, but it's nice.
When you use distilled water, you have supercharged not only the cleaning abilities, the slickness, but you've made a safer version of O&R. Anthony does it. That's the only way he does it.
Yeah, the only so like Ivan used to say the optimum way, the only way, and I'm like Ivan, that's not true. There's lots of other ways.
That's Anthony's
He's
way.
not saying that same thing anymore, but obviously, but it's still a great way.
Yeah.
So Anthony's gonna say the optimum way, the only way from now. Maybe. I'm just kidding.
I'll just add a little twirl to my mustache.
Han says, I still love the Optimum Clay Eraser. Yes, that product does still exist some places. Kia Possessor says, best product to get water spots off. I really like W9 by G-Technic. I think W9 water spot remover is great. Or FSE from Coach Chemi on new water spots.
Yeah, they're fresh.
Jeff C says, how does Ulex compare to Optimum Tar? I'm almost out of Optimum. Just used some last week and got my daily plaster with some asphalt seal coating. Rinsed, wiped, clean with O&R, still a mess. Yep, try Ulex, man. I think Ulex.
It's still going to be a mess. Removing tar spots sucks. Period.
Ulex is good though. Ulex is great. Kia Possessor now says best way to get water spots off of glass. I see it's very specific.
Yeah.
So you can still use W9. You can still polish and compound. Kia Possessor, we actually have 2 of our biggest videos we ever made at the Rag Company YouTube channel.
Starring Anthony's wife's cars.
Are about water spot removal. So go check it out. Bait Addict says, Levi, what did you end up doing for your anniversary?
Thanks, Bait. I actually got up this morning and came to work.
Oh.
What? So what else did you do before?
The whole thing.
What'd you get her? What'd she get you?
Nothing.
Oh, come on. Love. She got you love.
Sure.
You got her some love?
I got her something, but here's the thing.
Okay.
Last night, my wife said, holy crap, our anniversary is tomorrow.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, 16 years, passion, excitement.
Passion.
And she goes,
Your face.
She goes, I forgot to get you something. Please don't. You didn't get me anything, did you? And I said, Carly, 16 years of being married to you, knowing that our anniversary happens, and then 2 days later, it's your birthday.
Yeah.
I buy gifts for every occasion for this week. And she goes, don't get me anything for my anniversary, for our anniversary.
Yeah.
And I said, okay.
Yeah.
So it's now a birthday present. So the anniversary gift I got her is also a birthday present now. So, but tonight, I don't know, I'll probably grab some North End Chinese.
Ooh.
Bring it home.
Where's that at?
They're just right there on State and 14th or 15th.
So you have
or
to travel up
16th,
a little
17th.
bit.
Yeah, it's a drive up. It looks like an absolute nightmare facility.
Why don't you just take her to the tavern? It's
Is that the one that
nice.
always looks like it's
She doesn't like
abandoned?
eating at the tavern.
She doesn't like eating at the tavern? Why not?
Because they don't have certain foods that she likes.
But they have a wide variety of different foods.
yeah, they experiment.
They do?
My wife's not a fan of experimenting with certain meals.
Oh, okay.
If you're going to make a hamburger, you make a hamburger. If you're going to make a cheeseburger, you make a cheeseburger. Don't tell me about putting some sort of weird thing on it. The only thing that's allowed on a
I
hamburger
want mac and
is
cheese.
Does she
This
not
mac
like
and cheese comes
she
with
doesn't
arugula.
like fig
No.
sauce is what you're
Yeah,
saying?
no.
Like some fig truffle sauce
No.
doesn't sound good to her?
No, she says that is wrong.
Okay.
Oh, would you like?
I once took her to a restaurant. They gave us the menus etched on a piece of copper plate, and they were leather. And I was like,
Oh boy.
huh. And she goes, I'm not eating any of this. And I said,
See, I get excited when I
Oh.
see that. I'm like, oh boy, here we go.
I was like, yeah, I don't recognize any of this stuff either. And it was that. It was like, we've got this burger that's made out of ostrich meat.
See, that sounds awesome and weird
Sauteed
and-
in a mushroom sauce.
Oh my God,
topped-
that sounds amazing.
Topped with a quarter pound
Sign
of
me up.
mushroom,
Oh my
portobello
God.
mushroom,
Yeah.
and a harvest wheat with sunflower seed bun
Oh my
covered in
God.
arugula and cherry
Hey,
tomatoes.
she looks and she's like,
You
oh.
crack an egg
and my
over
wife,
that.
and
Not
my wife,
down.
my wife goes,
Yeah.
Hey,
It
look,
just
they
needs
got
to be
tater
beef.
tots. These tots
It
are
just
made with
needs-
kale.
it just needs to be beef with a piece of cheddar on it.
Okay, do you want to know how to get to Dane's
you
heart,
can
right?
get that
I
anywhere.
know.
You
You
can make
take
that
the
at home.
weirdest
take,
things.
You take any burger, right, and you crack an egg inside that burger, and Dane will eat it. I promise you.
That's how I do it.
That is the way to
I'm the
Dane's
same
heart.
way.
Dane
I will
loves an
always-
egg built
now,
into a burger.
My wife is a big fan of a fried egg.
Yeah.
Now, but we only have a few places that we can eat because of that. My wife is like, I only like basic stuff.
No, Katie's that way. She's super picky.
She's like, I'm not gonna eat there. It's too fancy or too weird or that doesn't do me any good. I took her to a couple different restaurants over the years. No, I don't go to those restaurants. I go to the Ram. Take her to the Ram. Take her to North End Chinese. Big Judd's because I can get a plain cheeseburger there.
Yeah.
And that's about it. That's about what we do.
On your own, left to your own devices. Oh, no, everybody's busy tonight. It's just me. Would you be more adventurous than with the food?
No.
You wouldn't. Okay.
No reason to. Why, if I'm going to enjoy a cheeseburger from a place, why do I need to seek out a different experimented cheeseburger that may or may not be good?
Does Carly
There's
like
no reason
steak, though?
not to.
Oh, she
either,
loves
though.
steak.
She loves steak? Why don't you take her for a nice steak dinner?
I got my kids. What am I going to
Sizzler.
do? Take them somewhere?
Sizzler.
I'm going to take her to the Sizzler.
The Sizzler, come on.
That is not good.
Their version of rare steak is...
Just that is.
So I think what I'm going to do is probably
That's
just
the
go get...
Applebee's of steakhouses.
So, like, my wife loves Yokozuna teriyaki.
boba tea.
Okay, that's
Not boba tea. That's gross because it's got stuff
It's
in
gummy.
it. Why would you put that in your tea? That doesn't make sense.
I love that.
So then my wife is all about the chicken steak combo.
Ooh, okay.
No vegetables. Chicken and steak and white rice. Delicious.
Well, on this diet, you're making it sound like she eats. She's not going to live for a very long time without the
That's how
health,
she's always
without the
lived.
health benefits of the vegetables and maybe some. Honestly, take her out for a nice bowl of some hearty soup, right? That has a little bit of everything, a little bit of kale,
Nope.
maybe some garbanzo beans in
Nope.
it, right? Some tofu.
No, my wife doesn't eat soup.
So
She's
it's
like listening.
$3.40. Here's
Yeah,
G.
she's
like,
Davis.
gross.
G. Davis
So,
says,
G. Davis.
Dane, how difficult was it wrapping your massage chair in the same material as the Jag?
Halo-coated
Hashtag Halo-coated kimono. Thank you. I will note, now that the massage chair
Dane
has
was-
been wrapped and coated with Halo, not Halo, it is uncomfortably slippery. It's not a good time trying to get up into that thing.
was asking.
You're like,
He was
okay,
very
try to sit down,
excited.
and as soon as like the motors push in on you, you just
Yeah.
slip right out.
Yeah, Dane did ask the other day.
Giving birth again.
Last week, he was like, hey, that roll of leftover wrap, is that mine? And I said, yes. And he goes, so I can take that with me? I said, yes. And he goes, good. Got some things I'm going to wrap.
Yeah, I just left it at that.
Hans, will the pucks come in more colors? Not at the moment yet, Hans, just ice gray. So,
Time will dictate whether or not we
Yeah.
expand that based on the interest level. So if you want them, buy them, and you might see more in the future. Of course, being applicator pucks, you're going to go through some. So
yeah. Graham Marshall, can you wash a fabric roof with O&R? Yes. Mr. Stranger, Anthony, what product do you recommend for motorcycle towers to make them look new and sharp? My favorite, Shine All.
Nope, don't do
Soak
that.
those tires in Shine All.
No,
do you want a death trap?
don't.
Because that's
do
how you
that.
get a death
That's
trap.
how you die. No,
And,
guys.
use motor oil.
Jeez.
Works well, too.
So motorcycle tires. I mean,
Lubricate everything with just pure oil.
Yeah, I'd use a paintbrush and just baste it on there like a...
Slather it on.
I
like
guess
it's,
what I'm always wondering is why people care what motorcycle tires look like in terms. I guess for show purposes, right?
Yes, but
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense.
But there's just nothing better than brand new rubber. Obviously, you're still going to get browning on motorcycle tires. That's normal. The idea is, I mean, you can still use a tire cleaner, but there's just no dressing you're using. There's no reason to use a dressing. Just because the runoff, anything like that, it's not worth it. Sidewalls are so small, it's not worth dressing them. So really, it comes down to just giving the tire a good scrub. So whenever I have my rear wheel on a stand, and let's just say my rear wheel, which is the most noticeable wheel, I think, okay, if there's a way I can clean this up, I'll spray a little bit of brake buster on there, give it a slight scrub, rinse it, and that's the most it gets.
Yeah.
And I just run it, man.
There you go.
What you need to do is run that rear tire so hard, it starts getting a little gummy, right? Once you start seeing that those gummy bears on sticking off the side of those tires, you start scuffing it up a little bit.
Nice.
Looks like brand new again.
Nice.
Okay.
Ryan Rigdon, hey guys, sorry late. Quick question. What's the best way to deal with that mildew smell? Related, why can't you use bleach with microfiber? I got my MC1275 a few days ago. I don't know what an MC1270 McCullough.
It's a McCullough.
Oh, it's the McCullough. Nice. So, best way to deal with a mildew smell in a car, you've got to clean everything, get some Terminator, spray that on everything, and then let it air out. Seriously, just open the windows. My Elantra spilled a whole, probably 2.5 gallons of distilled water in the back.
That's not bad.
Still wet. Pulled everything out, cleaned out, dried out the trunk.
Yeah.
Left everything out to dry, put it back in, but it hit the back of the seat foam. and now it's in the seat foam, and I didn't pull the back seat out. But what I've been doing is just keeping the windows cracked.
No, that's good.
It's going to take about a week, but it's going to start to air out. The heat, it's so hot out.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal. But as long as if you keep it closed, that the water doesn't have anywhere to go. So crack your windows, let that air, that breathe, let it go. It'll help a lot. So really that's it. But mildew, smell, and towels. Wash them. Use rags to riches. It's got a little bit of a scent in it. Helps clean that scent out. The other thing is you could even, it's hard to, you could put a little O&R in there too if you want to wash a batch with O&R, then wash them again with rags to riches. That'll pull a lot of that scent out.
Yeah. So the bleach question specifically, when hospitals would use our Terry style microfiber towels, they would use bleach in their wash process, even though we don't recommend it. And a lot of times what happens is it just breaks down the towels. It
makes it brittle.
It makes the fibers brittle, so you end up shedding a lot of those fibers and stuff, which, I mean, if you're detailing, you don't want that. So you're just making it a more temporary towel than it is.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Robert Francisco, Play-Doh or kid slime on car carpet. Any thoughts on removing it? Thanks. Cut it out. Burn it down. Slime is the worst product known to mankind. It gets into carpets. I hate slime. I hate it. And my kids have started buying it.
Oh, yeah.
And they sneak
Kids are
into the house
obsessed
with
with
it. Their grandma buys it for them. My dad buys it for them.
Yeah.
Carly and I will not buy it. What happens? Oh, I spilled all this slime on my carpet. And then they leave it. And then I find it a week later, and it's just a shell.
Like when we were growing up, it was like gack and stuff like that.
I love the foamy gack.
I love those.
But
that you could work with.
The slime is different. The slime is wet.
Yeah.
And it just destroys. And I have to get out an industrial shampooer to
it doesn't
shampoo
recover
and
the same
extract
way.
all of it. And it just turns to soap, and it's
Yuck.
it's the worst. Play-Doh. Hot steam and a brush.
Yeah, Play-Doh would be easy.
Play-Doh's a piece of cake.
Play-Doh's very
Play-Doh's
easy.
a
I
piece
guess
of cake.
treat slime the way you would treat a nest of really horrible spiders. Just burn the whole thing down.
Yeah. Bait Addict. I don't
This is
believe
not
the
advice.
IPA hand sanitizer should affect the underlying CSL exocoating. If it's in a large area, say half the roof is covered, can I see little remnants to just cover the full area? Yeah, you could do that. Would it just wash off by rinsing or with O&R? Yes, you should be able to. Crystal Grady, hey guys, collecting the new white Volkswagen Golf this week. Do you think it will need to be clayed, or will a decon with Iron X tar after its first wash be okay? Both. Just do both. Decon it, see how it feels after that. If you need to, then go over with the tar or with the clay bar or clay towel. G. Davis, I enjoyed Dane's torture test of the Express Cafe's Tuesday only brunch menu.
What's there
I was
on
wondering why
Tuesdays?
you
It's
were
not
late
there any
today.
other day of the week.
I think it was a Thursday he meant, because you were gone for quite a long time today.
Yeah, I
This
got
morning
here
you
at
took the day
11:30
off.
today because...
So was that what you were doing, torture testing the Express Cafe
No, I
brunch
should
menu?
have been. That would have been a good idea. No,
Man, you could have
took my
just missed
time
out.
this morning
Should have done that.
and just did some stuff around the house. But no, I got here late because I'm staying here extra late tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm working with Jimmy and Nate, and we're getting some really great sales.
Hot boy
photos
driving. They're gonna go
for
do
the,
some
Subi. And we're gonna
drift
take
nights in the Subi.
My project car out because it happens to get really good rollers. So that's going to work.
Is that a hint to what kind of car your car is?
I mean, I already told people it was a topless car, so they know that much. It's just that's all there is to it.
Top off,
Yeah.
Dane. I like it.
All right. Bait Addict, I think torture tests are interesting. While it doesn't show real world durability, it just gives an idea on what chemical were to land on it, overspray, etc., and if it could handle it. It isn't necessarily the be all end all.
Correct, which is what I said, more or less. Yeah.
Chum Bucket. Oi, oi, oi. Summer heat is here, boys. What are your guys' choice on sun-friendly soaps, APCs, and waxes? Pearl is a great sun-friendly
great.
soap. Super friendly in the sun.
Yeah.
GSF is super friendly.
GSF is too. APCs are just not friendly, period. In the sun, they don't like to be. Waxes, I don't ever like keeping waxes in the sun.
Optimum spray wax I could do in the
Spray
sun.
wax is easy for that, yeah. Grand Detail. Hey, guys, when can I buy that Pearl Puck in Europe? You're going to have to reach out to the Rag Company Europe and tell them we just launched this today. So
Yes.
we've been waiting until we get all the stock and everything set up. So
Spoke to John. He said probably you'd see some stuff appearing over there within a month or so.
Well, less than that should be. So
could be sooner.
Yeah.
But I'm just being realistic. So
G Davis, welcome back, Bait Addict. And then Bait Addict, thanks G. Work's been busy. Mike's Auto Detailing, I'm late, but I'm here.
Oh, we're glad
Bait
you're
Addict,
here.
fair. If you're using viscose, then that means you're incorporating things like Microfiber Madness did with their Incrediseries series. I remembered you mentioned that product being 92.8 polyester
Well, that's
viscose.
not what this blend is.
Close,
It's-
but there is a viscose foam in the pile, but it's not to the level that is.
now he says,
Well, hold on. Back up. Won't be as safe as the 70-30 Cyclone. It's different. It's not a 92.8. That's what you got to remember.
right.
Bait Addict saying, but I don't know. More polyamide doesn't necessarily mean safer. Just a thought. Thought it would be good to discuss. You're right. The difference is, the hard part is we want to explain the blend to you. We cannot. Proprietarily, we cannot change it. So the biggest thing is just that it is designed. We went through some certain ideas of how we could fix that, how we could change it, and how we could make it work a little better for everybody.
There you go.
This isn't it. This is a Cyclone.
Oh, yeah.
But a lot of it had to do with just the layout of how things are placed. And when you put these together next to, when you take a Cyclone and you put it next to the Ultramate, you notice the differences quite quickly. Same style, but it is very soft, very easy. It's not going to harm anything, and you're going to see the difference pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Bait Addict, I should come to Boise. It's not that bad of a drive from BC. I know,
It's
man.
not.
You're always welcome.
Come on down.
G. Davis, Dane sold Anthony's Xbox at the local middle school on Christmas Eve for 1,000% profit.
I know. I'm really a monster.
Xbox is better. You can use old generation games on an Xbox X. With PlayStation, you need a subscription. Bait Addict says, blame the scalpers. I ended up snagging another one for a bud. Just use the Hot Stock app to get notified. Glad you still got something.
We actually have been following with different apps just to see what was there.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're fast, and the bots are crazy fast.
G. Davis, cake donuts are the best.
Yes.
Ed, hey guys, I got that clear peeling off my wheels. Don't want to use that clear stripping agent since they've also got black paint. Any tips on how I can clean those up? You can grab some sandpaper, sand them, polish them.
Have at it, man.
Yeah, you can knock it down, scrape it up a little bit, use a razor blade, kind of try and trim it so that it's back to where it's adhering and not peeling. That's the worry, is that clear, once it starts peeling, it works its way up. So you may have to cut back a little ways. Anthony, Brian
Schwab says, hey guys, simple solution to you on both systems, problem solved. What the heck does that even mean? A very simple solution to you. You just on both.
Oh, that's cool. I don't know what
Oh,
you're talking
own
about.
both. He says Xbox and
Oh,
PS5. Just
PS5
own
and
both of
Xbox.
them, and you're fine.
Oh, yeah.
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 Yeah, the only problem is money.
Oh,
John
man.
Holt, 10 pounds. All right. Powdered donuts with filling. Cracker Barrel filled powdered donuts. Let's play Forza.
Dane, you have to now have a powdered donut with filling in our next Dane Eats.
Okay.
I'll have to fit it in somehow.
Yeah.
One's just going to be stale gummy bears.
Well,
So-
no, we can fill it with everything. You ever seen Van Wilder?
Oh, no. I don't want anything out of that movie.
Moving on.
John
moving
says,
along.
hey guys, just done washing the car. Thought I would check in. You guys need to get John's gamer tag. Bring him
yes.
in on a game.
Sure.
Yep, we'll play with John.
Can do.
But we play at like 8 o'clock at night, our time.
Yeah,
So
our
it's
time's going to mess
So
with
it's
him.
what, 4 o'clock over his time?
Yes. John, do you want to wake up early?
I don't think he does.
Rolling
Caleb
convoy
Bull,
with us.
What's a good 6-month sealant for those customers that don't want a 1-year ceramic coating? Bead Maker. I've heard it only lasts up to 3 months. Looking for that sweet spot between Bead Maker and a 1-year ceramic. CTV3. Pick it up. Get it. All right. G. Davis. Wives are temporary. Detailing's forever. Dane gave out kale tater tots on Halloween.
We called them cater tots.
Yeah. Han says, more colored pucks.
Dane.
Innovate Texas. I thought Anthony was holding a normal size soft pillow, but
there
then
it
I
is.
realized it was
That's
that new
good.
coating applicator.
Get it? Get it?
Laughing about G. Davis's wives are temporary. And then G. Davis, FYI, Luke Berge is available to answer all of your nude Viking questions, chats, and
What
or
happened to
not.
Luke? Where is Luke Berge at?
Last time he
No
complained,
idea.
I didn't notify him when we did the Q&A,
dude,
but
Luke
it's not
is-
my
Luke
job
is
to
pulling a
tag
paint
everybody.
Yeah, he is.
For people that remember the paint corrector, Luke is pulling that.
Yeah.
He's doing it for dramatic
Paint
purposes.
corrector's still alive and well.
Is he?
Yeah, I've
Cruising
seen him
around on
post
the
on Instagram,
forums and
yeah.
Instagrams and all that stuff.
I'm just saying, it's
Seeing
the
it
same
posted
day,
on our
same
videos.
time,
Yeah.
every week. You know where to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hate to bring up that rinseless topic again. Oh, Mike's saying Umberto waving. Ryan, we already answered that one. Brian, hate to bring up the rinseless topic again, but Brian at Apex latest video seems to show pretty definitely an O&R wash scratches the paint. So I guess N914 is a better choice, and SiO2 rinseless.
Where? Show me the video.
We're gonna have to watch that video because we've
I'm
been
gonna
using
watch that.
O&R I've been using O&R for close to a decade. Close to a decade.
Yeah.
And I've never had that problem.
It's
I'm not saying Brian's wrong.
No.
Just there are a number of
Brian's
detailers
smart
who do not use rinseless
right.
every day. And
No,
I guarantee
mean,
you.
And I hope it wasn't one of those situations where Brian, because Brian will
Brian's
very much.
smart. He's good.
He's smart, but he'll very much follow the instructions.
Oh, yeah.
And so he'll very much say, I can just take a dipped cloth or sponge in O&R and take it straight to dry paint covered in dirt.
Right.
And then rub it around and say,
I've seen that methodology used by people who were testing, who were like claiming, I'm just following the instructions on the bottle, when in reality it's like, okay, use your head.
Little
If
common
something
sense.
And
is
the question is, was it
a
a polished
Yeah.
panel? Was it a normal panel that he's like, oh, it's great.
And we
perfect.
haven't
did he
watched it
pre-spray
yet,
the
so
panel
Yeah, did he
like common
pre-spray the
sense?
curious to
pan?
Basically,
Yeah.
because
There's a
I
lot
see
of
this stuff
factors.
happen all the time. And
Well,
then
and people freak out and turn it into the
But I love
end-all
it. I
be-all.
love
did
that
you
Brian
use
did it.
common sense?
So
No.
here's the deal. We have to watch that video and see. I'm calling BS. All right. Hans, G.
curious.
Davis, where's Mr. FOMO and R, though? You're right. We just talked about him. First from Puerto Rico, Mike's Auto Detail on thumbs up, wave. Ben, I installed CarPro SIC over quartz, and I only got a couple of darker spots where the coating appears to be applied unevenly. Leave it, or is there anything that can be done? You have to polish it back off on that entire panel and then recoat it. Or just live with it. G. Davis, Hans closed, and apparently Luke is leaving his dream now, hosting local Amish bingo nights. Actually, you guys want to know what's up? Luke is actually working for AutoZone in his neighborhood.
Is he?
He's been pulling 70 to 100-hour work weeks.
No, he has not.
He has. I've been texting him. We've been talking. He is working
Killing it?
so much,
Killing
it.
He's probably working the jobs of like 4 employees.
He said he's enjoying the job. He misses being on the road, but this was just a good job to get, and he's pretty knowledgeable on it. He's enjoying it.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's been working, I kid you not, like he's taking every single shift he can. He sent me a picture of his overtime, of his pay sheet or his time sheet.
Yeah.
Holy
And it
cow.
showed how many hours over overtime he was in. I mean, it's crazy.
He's a young guy. He's got a
It's
lot
perfect
of time.
it's perfect for
to,
him.
yeah.
Because they need people to work, and
Right,
so
yeah.
if you just want to work and make some money, like
They'll give it
he's
to you.
working plus overtime, and he's doing almost a double paycheck in overtime pay, which is crazy. So good on Luke. All right,
him.
Hans laughing. Umberto, Levi used a way to remove slime from carpets from a friend on a carpet cleaning industry. I mixed 1 part of water, 2 parts of vinegar, sprayed on a soft brush to work it and loose the slime from it. Is it dry? Because all my slime's dry in my house. And it sparkles too, so it's got stupid glitter in it. All right. Mario, blessings. Hello. What's up, Mario? How are you, man? Saying yes. Yoshi, just noticed Dane's beard coming in nice. That's because he uses products from the Beard Struggle. Go to thebeardstruggle.com. Pick up.
I'll admit I even used his code.
Pick up and use the code Levi15. All right. Dane, G. Davis, the Bulldog and Van Wilder. Yes.
Oh, no.
Imagine that breathing over my wedding video. And the breathing of that dog.
We're referring to the
Anyway,
wedding.
John Hull.
Yeah, that was my dog too.
John Hull says he just won't go to bed. Forza, Forza, Forza.
There you go.
We'll add your gamer tag. That'll be fun.
SJ115284, thanks for everything you do. Anthony, hurry up and chill so you can wrap a car.
What does that mean?
I don't know, you got to sell something. Dane and I have been selling ourselves.
Well, you're talking about how maybe I can get a free rap job? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Shill out myself.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is Anthony won't let anybody touch his cars.
I know.
That's
So
true.
That kind of causes an issue.
People would say, hey, I'm just going to wipe down your car really quick.
Like,
And
Oh,
Yeah,
here we go.
you grab
Jeff
their
C
hand.
says Brian at Apex dumped dirt on a polished panel, took a big red sponge with O&R and pushed it across. No pre-spray.
Yeah, that sounds.
Okay, that's what we're talking about.
Don't come in here with
Don't
that.
do
You come
that.
in here with that
That's
BS.
not-
That's what I thought.
Okay,
Anyways.
so
And on the other one, on the soap, he probably rinsed it and then put the
Pre-spray.
soap on. It was like, see, it doesn't do it.
No,
Yeah, you
that's-
rinsed all the dirt off.
That, my friends,
Rinse.
is how to get
okay,
views.
so
Yeah.
we're,
that is how to get views.
We're total strangers looking at us right now and seeing like, oh, look how they reacted. They're so biased. No, seriously, use your head. Try this stuff. That right there, that is not a common sense thing that you would.
Read that sentence,
mean,
Levi. That's ridiculous.
So this is what I'll always say.
You were saying Brian's a smart guy.
Here's the
He's
deal.
a smart guy
It's
in
not.
the fact he knows how to
Here's
get
the
views.
deal. O&R has and always will be what is need to be when it's used is a replacement for soap. If you keep everything the same equal, if you rinse a car with a hose and then use O&R on the surface, you've already washed all the dirt off. So you've already rinsed that. So that's what I never understand is people don't ever use it in that way. If you just get it in your head, gosh, if I just use it like a soap, I can get it done. It's perfect. Anyway, we're getting close here.
Oh, we
George
got quite a few
Colina,
left here.
CFI. Okay. G. Davis, I prank call Luke with at AutoZone with questions about all-purpose lube. That is
Good
a
for
great
you.
idea. First report, yes, it was dry on the carpet. Thank you, Umberto. I'm going to do that. George, if I'm visiting Boise from Iowa, can I come visit the store? George, email me or Anthony, Levi@theragcompany.com, Anthony@theragcompany.com. If it is during business hours, Monday
That
through
was what I was gonna
Friday,
point out, yeah.
8 to 5, we would love to have you. We would love to show you around. Let us know so we can plan for you.
Mm-hmm.
Robert Francisco, the slime is dry, but the kid who put it on there is alive and well.
Well,
right?
see, that's where you're wrong.
You have to repeat the process several times depending on the slime. Keep going. Dane, what's our next one? Yoshi, I went to visit Luke while he was at work to grab some wiper blades, and he asked me if the car was an auto or manual. Not sure if that information was necessary. Yeah. Graham saying the UK time currently is 22:58. There you go. G. Davis, Baha Yoshi.
Oh,
First
sorry, I skipped
from
one.
Puerto Rico, it happened on my carpet with the second son was playing with one of our neighbors, and their creative went to play with it on the carpet when I told them not to. I know, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Ryan saying, thanks so much, guys. Hope you make our week. Have a great weekend. You're welcome. Thanks, G. Appreciate it. You too, man. All right, Dane.
Hey,
Let's
thank
get outta
you,
here.
everybody, guys, gals, old, young, doesn't matter. We're so glad you're here to watch with us. Ask questions, leave comments, have some fun. A good way to spend your Thursday afternoon, if it is in fact your afternoon. If it's your morning, whatever. Enjoy your day. And if you haven't already, please, guys, subscribe to the Rag Company YouTube channel so you know the next time we release our Q&A Thursdays, which happen the same time, same day, every week.
Yep.
And if your name's not Luke, you'll probably figure out how to get
We're
here
always here.
on time. So
Thank you, Kirby.
Until
Thank
next
you,
time,
John.
guys.
Thank you, Rich.
Thank you so
Thank
much
you,
to
Alberto.
everybody.
Thank you, guys,
We will
for
catch you
everybody
later.
hanging out.
See you next week.
See ya.